Stream, let me say something. I am live, right? Yeah. Up. If I got a notification on my phone. See, oh, there it is. Okay, perfect. Shuten order. Alright. Hello, YouTube, and hello to Twitch. Today, we are continuing some more Shuten order. I'm on the more lackluster route so far. We are doing the Ministry of Science, Teko Eon. Last week, we did some things that like kind of gave us a pathway. We're learning more about Teko, like how he knows the founder. Both of them were like part of the religious war that they fought together. So that's like, I got that basis. And we're now just with Ray. Oh, I forgot the other dude's name. We're Ray. We're with this other guy or kid who was also like convicted of a murder, like a hit and run, and now this is like his punishment. He works at the facility. Yeah, and then Teko. Just all of them are just trying to work together to get to the lower base. All right, let's jump right in. Make sure audio is good. Mm-hmm. Um. Cool. Let us go here. Give me a second. I had the star marked on the windshield map. It's apparently a chance to capture a heretic alive. Hunted to the point on the GPS, I came across a collapsed heretic. I stopped the buggy and head over to check on him. They had deep splashes all over, but were still breathing. They might be savable. Taking off the heretic's mask, I see the face of an innocent-looking woman. Not very terrifying, but whatever. She needs to be treated. She needs to be treated or something like that. I used tape to wrap up the wounds on her body. The bleeding needs to be stopped. If the bleeding stops, it should be fine. The heretic woman had regained consciousness. She slightly opens her eyes and glares at me, terrified. Damn, girl. The heretic woman thrashes around thinking I'm trying to hurt her.
情報を引き出せって言われてもよ。こんな聞き分けのない女どうしろってんだよ。
I didn't read this. The commander from Director Eon came over the headset.
君が甘やかすからそいつはダダをこねるんだ。拷問でもすればおとなしく情報を吐くんじゃないか。
できるかんなこと。
いいからやれ。そいつは地下をめちゃくちゃにした異教徒の一味だぞ。情けをかける価値はない。
異教徒っつってもよ、拷問とか教義に反するじゃねえか。第一、女にうなことできるわけ。
はっ、女を引いて逃げた犯罪者のくせに今さら何をしんしぶっているんだ。
Criminal hit and run. Each time I hear that, my vision blacks out. I'm just a criminal scum.
教義を破ることなら僕が目をつむってやる。
Sorry, it's just searching.
早くやれ。どんな手を使っても情報を引き出せ。しもべ霊の役に立ちたいんだろう。
Hearing this, let's refuse. No, I couldn't torture someone. Forget the doctrine. She may be a heretic, but something like that, I'd be worse than scum. But how am I going to get information from her? She seems overly concerned with chastity and is terrified of being attacked by a man. I get it. So as long as I can't touch her, that's easy then.
おい異教徒、これを見ろ。これで文字通り手は出せないぜ。
I mean, you technically still touch her, but whatever.
あなた何して？
俺の手がお前に悪さすることはね。なあ、少しは俺を信用してくねえか。
何言ってねえ、違う。
お前が過去に誰にどんな目に遭わされたかは
いいから早くナイフ抜いて。血が出てる。
She seemed to have snapped out of it. She wrapped tape around the gaping hole in my hand.
案外優しいんだな。
あなたがおかしいだけじゃない。
And you're not?
こんなに優しいのにどうしてお前テロなんて起こしちまったんだよ。お前らが妙な真似したせいでみんな死んじまったじゃねえか。動物まで根こそぎだぜ。
The raging dinosaurs seem to have finally turned on each other too. Their bodies everywhere.
仕方ないじゃない。この研究所は間違ってるから。動物たちはゲノムを改変された悪魔の種子で、それに脳にはチップが入ってるのよ。
脳にチップか。なるほどな。ここの動物が妙におとなしいのはそういうわけだったのか。そりゃ確かに間違ってるぜ。
ええ、そうよ。何もかも間違いなの。清潔じゃない生命は根絶やしにしなければ。
Is what this place does to animals ethical? It doesn't seem like it. It started feeling off to me too, but...
でもよ、間違って生まれたやつは生きてちゃいけないのかよ。お前さ、一度でも動物の世話したことはあんのかよ。動物ってさ、ちゃんと世話すりゃ懐くんだぜ。
I close my eyes and think back on my time here. They remembered me, snuggled up to me, they'd even get up to mischief. I've had my jumpsuit torn so many times. But after petting them, I could forgive anything. Because...
臭くてきつくてろくでもねえ仕事だけどさ、あいつらの鼻先撫でてやるためにお前はそれを否定すんのか。
だからそれは間違いなの。猛獣は本来懐いたりしない。あなたと動物の友情は脳のチップのさ。
家族みてえに思ってたんだよ。
And now they're dead, calling them demon spawn, saying their existence is wrong.
お前ら頭のいいやつはどうしてすぐ答えを出しちまうんだよ。頭の中で考える前に一度でもあいつらの肌に触ってあったかさを感じろよ。
Also, calling them monsters is crazy. Like, they were just being animals living life in a different way. Instead of them being like hunting and like, you know, hunter and prey, they became like a union in this area, this utopia. Obviously, it's still wrong because they have to put a chip in their brain to like make them, you know, more docile and everything. But still, it was like a nicer way to keep the animals from like killing each other. Before I know it, I'm crying. I want to stop because it's pathetic, but I can't. The tears won't stop flowing. I mean, honestly, if that was a real thing, which it could be, I'm just not sure. It could end up like really having two sides of the coin, where it's like, no, you shouldn't do this to animals. They should be free to like really just like, you know, live out their lives as they want. But it's like, but what if it's an endangered species where this animal can only eat certain animals, like they're picky, like they're a picky bunch or some shit, like, you know? And it's like, there's also less of that animal. Like, it's like, now there's two endangered species. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? I equate the animals, to me, street kid, criminal, jumpsuit, each label makes people just assume, look down on you.
言葉一つ
Fair.
で全部分かった気になる前に俺たちをちゃんと見て触れてくれよ。
Not just words, reach out, try to understand, I'm right here. Like how Ray did.
エリア2の出口に爆弾を仕掛けたわ。
Oh.
進むときは注意してね。爆弾は瓦礫の中に隠してあるから振動を与えないようにね。あなたのような心清らかな子は死んじゃダメ。必ず生きて。
I don't know why she decided to tell me this, but now I need to.
イオン首相聞いたかよ。バカ。
ああ、お手柄だ大月君。この情報は
We didn't get this info
す
yet.
ぐに下。
ああ頼む。
Thank you for telling me. That'll
あり
help.
がとな、正直に話してくれて。これで俺の恩人が助かるぜ。
ごめんね。清潔じゃなかったのは私の方みたい。
Oh. She takes my knife and points it at her neck.
おいよせ、謝んな。急。
あの世でみんなに謝るわ。殺してごめんなさいって。
謝るんならこの世でやれよ。今ならまだ償いができるぜ。
I like her hair.
ダメよ。ダメなの。私はそんなに強くない。
おいよせ、よせよ。死んだら全部。
さよなら。
やめろー。
Shunk. I honestly want to finish this route a day. Scenario locked. Really? Scenario locked right there. I want to finish this route today just because I'm just like, to me, this is the most lackluster route. As in, like, it's not as exciting as the first one or the second route I did.
おっと、詮索はそのくらいにしてもらおうか。
It's pretty much just do a trial and error. If you get the wrong path, then you do the thing again.
これ以上
It's literally the visual novel of
こ
this.
ちらも君の素性を全力で調べ上げるぞ。
いや、その
この事件が終わったら全部話してやるから。ほら、エリア2の出口が見えてきたぞ。
あれは
ああ、異教徒による小細工だよ。中には爆弾が仕掛けられている。
Oh, that's what you're gonna tell me of.
振動を与えると
Very calmly.
いいか。レックスの口を重機のように使って慎
How?
重に爆弾を取り除け。
I followed Takoyon's advice and carefully removed the debris. Then,
危なかった。
buried inside was a square bomb. If I had attacked it without knowing, I would have been blown to pieces.
教えてくれてありがとうございます。おかげで命拾いしました。
僕の手柄ではないよ。異教徒から爆弾について聞き出したのは大月。
クー君が。
取るに足らない服役囚と思っていたが、
そっか、またクー君が。
Ku had risked his life to get this information for us. I'm sure this was a lot of work. He might have injured himself fighting heretics.
爆弾の除去が完了したなら君は早く先に進め。異教徒はすでにエリア5に到達したぞ。
Tekoyon urges me to hurry, but
私、ここでクー君を待ちます。
仲良し小良しの友達ごこの任務には終点。
それならなおさらクー君の力が必要。私一人じゃまたトラップに引っかかりそう。
まったくバカなやつほど群れたがるな。
fools never differ. Tekoyon sounded fed up as he hangs up the call.
しもべれ、ちょっと話をしていいなりか？
What's up? Now someone else connected. His voice sounds familiar. Oh, it's him. The little robot guy. The robot I controlled when we broke into headquarters. I think his name was...
君、あられちゃんだよね。
Arare.
ワッチのこと知ってるなりか？
ちょっと噂で聞いたことが。ところで私に何か用？
しもべれ、お前に頼みがあるなりよ。大月クーと合流したら、
助ける？クー君に何かあったの？
大月クーは異教徒の女を生き捕りにして。
I responded in detail what happened to Ku. Ku treated the captured heretic well and tried to help her, but she killed herself right in front of him. In game.
またそんな辛い目に。
He just went through the dinosaur thing.
教えてくれてありがとう、あられちゃん。なんとか
頼むなり、しもべれ。ワッチはこういう時何の役にも立たないから。
役立たずなんて。あられちゃんが私たちを見守ってくれていると思うと。
ワッチは見てるだけなのに。
見て、心配して声をかけてくれるのが嬉しい。私たち
Again, the fact that the robot has more morale than fucking Tekka is funny. But Tekka is a scientist where everything logical is his pathway of like how he sees life. So that's the difference in vision.
私たち一緒に異教徒を追う仲間でしょ。
However, something interrupts our conversation. I heard Ku's car engine. Locked. Tekko's logic, which is all the way to the bottom. Tandem.
レイさん、わざわざ待っててくれたのかよ。先に行っててよかったんだぜ。
When I get to the when I got whatever to area 2 exit, Ray and the T-Rex are waiting for me.
どうしても直接お礼を言いたかったから。あれ見
The
てよ。
bomb. Looking for to where Ray was pointing, there's a cube with a strange mark on
あ
it.
れ、瓦礫に埋まってた爆弾。衝撃を与えると爆発するみたい。
そうか。あいつの言ってたことは本当だったのか。
Yeah, speaking of which, you doing
だ
alright?
よ、クー君の活躍。異教徒から情報を聞き出してくれたんだって。
いや、聞き出したっつうか。
She kind of just gave it to me for some reason as she was dying.
また命を救われちゃったね。ありがとう。私を何度も助けてくれて。
Thank you. It makes me so happy every time I hear that. Happy and guilty.
あいつらにもこの感じ味わってほしかったな。
The feeling of helping someone. I wanted them to feel this too. They died without a chance of forgiveness. smacked around and thrown in prison, joining the heretics, becoming terrorists, ending their lives as criminals. Did their lives have meaning?
畜生が償う前に死ぬんじゃねえよ。
Oh wait, aren't we all like androids too or some shit? Oh, that was from the second ending, right? How can you know why we're alive? Ray's voice snapped me out of it. You know, I've been curious of this one singular thought I've had for a while, like if I was to make a me of Ray, right? How would I design Ray? As in like with the mask? Or without the mask, you know?
悪いレイさん。
I think I'll do it without the mask. Just because it'll be simpler and easier, but if I want the mask, then yeah. I don't know if you can make a mask in the me creator thingy for the outfits. Why my tears look away?
早く出発しようぜ。俺は
待ってそんな状態で運転な。
いや、俺は平気だ。そんなや。
だから無理だってば。手にも大怪我してるみたいだし。
一緒に？
うん。
Ray nodded, deeply
ここか
smiling.
らはタンデムで進もうよ。
In tandem. In tandem. Oh. Looking down on the research center from the T-Rex, everything looked different. The land from atop a giant being able to get rid of anything in the way to freedom. The roar terrifying not that long ago is now
す
relieving.
ごいでしょ。レックスの上から見る景色って。
はあ、風を感じるってレベルじゃねえな。
The wind roars in my ears. It's all just so much, all that bloody stuff on the floor, and the next thing I know, I'm here.
大きいよな。
うん。大きいよねレックスって。
いや、レックスのことじゃねえよ。
You can't control this giant thing, but you went out of your way to try to cheer me up. Your compassion as a person is on a whole other
そろ
level.
そろスピードに慣れてきた。でもまだまだこんなもんじゃないよ。行くよレックス。スピードアップ。
レイさん、さすがにちょっと早す。
大丈夫大丈夫。しっかり私に捕まっててね。
I cling to Ray for my life. I may be lame and pathetic, but still, I feel calm being in contact with Ray. Ray's body is softer and more slender than it looks. Has a pleasant scent too. I kind of figured, but this person.
女だよな。
何か言った？
いや、別に。
It doesn't matter if he's a boy or a girl. This isn't the time for that. I shake my head to get rid of the thoughts, but I wish this trip would never end. I couldn't stop from thinking that. Ray is here with me. I can't help but think this is some miracle. Can't wait for it to go to shit and everyone dies. Maybe it was because of these thoughts, but our tracking wasn't going very well. The flocks of birds in Area 3 are pecking at Ray's hair. His head was about to be turned into a nest. Now we're in Area 3, right? Yeah.
レイさん、気を確かに持て。ゲロゲロ泣いてんじゃねえカエルども。
Nice.
レイさんから離れやがれ。
In Area 4, an army of frogs attacks Ray. I had to pull them off of his face. I smacked him awake after he passed out, narrowly avoiding Rex falling over. I guess he has pretty bad luck. We keep on getting into trouble. Okay, so we're going to the... Okay, so we're kind of skipping through floors a bit. That's kind of nice, actually. Yeah, snakes wrapped around his neck, got head-butted by salamanders. I look away and he's getting attacked by a different animal. I can't let my guard down at all. At least Rex is still chilling.
ま まだ顔がぬるぬる。ねえ、もうどこにもヘビ
レイさんはなんでこう動物に懐かれんだ？なんか変なフェロモンでも出てんのか？
変なフェロモンってひどいな。私を一体何だと？フェロモンって
レイさん？何急に笑って？
クーくんだって。
Red flags are fucking waving. We're having a good time? Oh, Ku's gonna die, bro. Right in front of Ray. Getting over the nerves, we burst out laughing and couldn't stop. We rolled around on top of Rex laughing together. We're chasing terrorists while riding a giant dinosaur. What a fucking sentence. Even insanity can turn to comedy when turned up too high. Thanks to that, the fear went away though. If only for a little, I was able to forget the tragedy because Ray is here with me. Yeah, there's red flags fucking flying with this one. If you know the creator of Dangan, if you know how he writes the stories of characters having fun, and the next moment, they're dead, it's gonna happen. Time goes by as we laugh. We reach Area 5 in no time. Waiting there for us was blah blah blah. But yeah, like, for example, the first route we did with Inogami, it was what's it called? It was like we got everyone out the way, right? Like obviously there was murders left and right, but then it was like, all right, the maid, she was actually cared for. I believe she's secretly the daughter of the main dude this entire time, like blah blah blah, right? That was like the whole thing. And then it's like, all right, she got everything. She got the estate, she got the not the insurance, what is it? She pretty much inherited the inheritance, there you go. She inherited all that shit, right? Hey, great! Boom, shot in the head! What the fuck? It was so pretty, I couldn't speak looking up at the night sky. We froze like statues for a bit.
ホタル？すごい。
ああ、こんなもん初めて見たぜ。
すごいや。まるで星だよ。
You will not believe your eyes! 10 million fireflies! There are 5 stars. Ray was getting all excited. He opens his mouth with a big wow, laughing like a
辛
kid.
いことがたくさんあった一日だけど、なんか最後に私たちだけ得しちゃったね。
Red flag.
嫌な記憶が帳消しだ。むしろ釣りが来るくらいだぜ。
I was able to see something beautiful with Ray. This moment is more valuable to me than
竜宮
anything.
を労役先に選んで正解だったぜ。ホタルなんてもう竜宮でしか見られねえしな。
Wish I could have shown the guys. I couldn't help but think that. See my family waiting for me too. Just then. What animals will be in this area?
ねえ、クーくん。ホタルが竜宮でしか見られ。
It's on my head, confused at his question.
何言ってんだよレイさん。ホタルはとっくの昔に絶滅しただろ。
Ah.
絶滅？
レイさん、まだ冗談言い足りねえのか？
冗談？
ホタルに限らず地球にはもう動物なんてほとんど残ってねえだろ。動物も植物も人間も。
For Ray.
そう。
He looked like he was in shock. Yeah, like I think the whole Ryugu thing was like to preserve the animals and make sure that they're alive and not have like the extinction like still be a thing. Mourn to death. Tandem is locked now. Or no, this is locked. Approach area 6. Well, we could continue Tekko's thing, so probably approach area 6. How many was there? It was 8 areas, right? 9? I don't remember now.
何万ダブ何万ダブ、どうか安らかに眠ってくれなり。 何万ダブ何万ダブどうかどうか成仏してくださいなり
Ariel sets up candles and pictures on the laboratory table, chanting some
あられ
nonsense.
さっきから何をしてるんだ。
レックスのおとりになってくれたみんなに鎮魂の祈りを捧げていたなりよ怒りを鎮めて成仏できますようにって
Ariel has set up photos of those workers from Area 2. The bait I trick Otsuki into loading onto the truck.
何万ダブ何万
へっ
ダブどうか怒りを鎮めて
Ooh, excuse me.
何万ダブ何万ダブ
I always thought he was an idiot, but I didn't think it was this bad. My head already hurts enough as it is. Why does this useless pile of bolts make me want to rip my hair out?
あられ、そのバカ丸出しの儀式を今すぐやめろ。オカルトを僕の研究室に持ち込むな。
でもちゃんと供養して謝らないとこいつらの魂が報われないなり
霊魂なんて存在するはずがないだろう。僕らは死んだら無に帰り、体はゴミと化すだけだ。
When we die and our functions cease, that's the end. That's the rule of life.
だいたい君が死者に謝ったって意味ないだろう。こいつらを殺したのは僕だ。君じゃない。
違うなりこれはワッチの罪でもあるなりよ
あられ。
テコは時々悪いこともするけどそれはワッチの終点峡谷に生きるみんなの罪なりだってテコは誰かがやらなければいけないことを率先してやってくれている
It'll be
なり
interesting, yeah,
も
like
しもあの時テコが大月
if
君を
Teko
騙してレックスを連れ出していな
Ariel
かった
to
ら
be like his conscience. That would be interesting. Like in the end, it gets revealed that I'll be like, oh, that makes so much sense.
今頃地下は全滅していたなり
Ariel's assumptions are correct. I just took the best courses of action to save the majority.
いつもそうテコばっかりが悪者になるなりよみんなテコに怒りをぶつけてだからワッチじゃテコの代わりは務まらないけどせめて
He atoned for the sins.
ワッチが肩代わりする
Ariel's determined shouts echo throughout the laboratory.
あられ。
I can't help but smile. In the end, Ariel always understands the meaning of what I do. Yeah, I don't think Teko's bad. It's just he has to make decisions that will like really give the benefit like of everyone. Sometimes I do cruel things. Sometimes I kill people. Like that time. And that time. And even that time. But I only do it because it's necessary. If someone's death is necessary for the survival of the Shuten order, I'll kill them without hesitation. This country was founded on thorough pacifism, and the doctrine strictly forbids killing or harming anyone. This country was founded the exception is the Ministry of Security, which is allowed to use violence as a privilege for maintaining security and controlling heretics. And this privilege is also granted to me. In my position, I operate and manage my central systems related to the maintenance of the state. I have the authority to arrest or, in some cases, dispose of those who approach or misuse these secrets that cannot even be disclosed to the Ministry of Security. I took it upon myself to expand this authority, and in cases where I judged that it couldn't be left to the Ministry of Security, I disposed of suspects with my own hands without report. When Ariel notices my wrongdoing, he gets very angry and sad at first. But in the end, he always understands. And forgives my sins. Before I knew it, my headache had completely disappeared. My vision is clearer than ever. I feel so refreshed. I don't know why I said like that weirdly. As long as Ariel understands I don't care what the riffraff say, he's my gentle indulgence who forgives me.
誰に何と思われようといいんだよ。恨まれ、たたられる覚悟がない者に幹部は務まらない。
でもそれじゃテコが。
いいんだよ。だいたいたたりなんて存在するはずがないだろう。霊魂、幽霊、本当にいるなら化けて出てき。
うわダメだりテコ、そんなことしたら本当に呪われてしまうだりよ。
I'm not afraid of curses from the dead or grudges from the living. As long as Aria is by my side, I'm invincible.
ところであられ、呪いはともかく祝いの準備はしなくていいのか。
Sorry, just wiping my mouth. Felt weird. So I just have to wipe my napkin.
祝い
Okay, here we go.
もうすぐ地下の戦いは決着。
I was like, I needed a layout of everything here.
パーティーをやるなら今から準
Nine
備
is
して
the
おか
secret
ない
one,
と
right?
間に合わないぞ。
Or is it another one that's under that one?
あいつらもうエリア5まで来ただりか。
ああ、異教徒は現在エリア7で足止めを食らってる。このペースなら約1時間で追いつくだろう。
As expected, obtaining Rex was a significant advantage. The strongest mobility overcomes much of all difficulties.
異教徒を全滅させたらエリア8の脱出ポットで2人を近くこの研究室に招待しよう。
あいつらここに来るだり。
ああ、2人をもてなすのなら仕切りはあられに任せるよ。僕はそういうのは苦手でね。
そうと決まればこうしちゃいらんないだり。パーリーの準備を整えるだりよ。
Ariel starts preparing for a party quite energetically.
あいつらを目いっぱいねぎらわないと。地下でいっぱい頑張ってくれたから。
Now he's busy preparing crackers and hanging banners on the walls. Well, it might be nice to have a big party once in a while. It'd be a good change of pace for Ariel. Let's put on a good celebration. After that, after the party, I will detain Rei Shimobe. The so-called detective Rei Shimobe. The most important mission from now on is to uncover this person's true identity. I've been putting it off until now, but who is he? Why is he investigating the founder's murder? And above all, his powers. The extraordinary ability to control animals at will, that can only be
神の力。
the power of God. Where did he obtain the forbidden power? He can't have possibly learned it from the founder. I have to find out everything. And when I'm done...
ねえテコ、これなんかおかしくないなりか。
Hearing Ariel, I turn around to see him tilting his head curiously at a pitch-black
こ
monitor.
のモニターどうして映像を映さないなり。
確かにおかしいな。なんだ、故障か。
This monitor should always be showing us a feed from Area 6. Why is it why is it black? The monitor itself doesn't look broken at all. No matter which monitor I switch to, only the feed from Area 6 comes in black.
エリア6で異常が発生しているようだね。
どうするなりテコ。しもべレイたち今からちょうど。
If I take the safe route, I should give the order to stop Rei here, but Rei Shimobu has Rex, the strongest tool we've got. Even knowing some traps may lie ahead, it's also an option to let them charge in. Should I let Rei proceed or should I stop him? I want to stop him?
止まれ、しもべれ。
Traps will probably fuck us up. I quickly switch on my mic to shout. If he knows there could be traps ahead, we should believe in his like tactical warfare kind of situation. He was a commander at one point, like to order them around. Oh, I thought I finished. Approach Area 6. Excuse me.
もうすぐエリア6に突入するよ。
はあ、レイさんと一緒なら地獄だって怖かね。
We ran along the corridor connecting areas 5 and 6. The entrance of Area 6 is closed. The door is closed, but that's fine. We just have to dash into it. Rex slams into the door, breaking through it. Alright.
止まれ、しもべれ。
Jesus. Having to haul it back is crazy. The headset tells us to stop. I pull the reins as quick as I can. It was so fast I almost fell off, but I just managed to hold on.
テコさん、急に無茶言わないでくださいよ。
文句を言ってる暇があったら周囲を見渡してみろ。
異常って？
I do as he asks and look around.
なあレイさん、この辺妙に暑く
Oh,
ない
it's
か？
hot here.
確かに暑いね。
エリア6の扉から妙な熱気が。
そういうことか。
I hear him click his tongue through the headset.
しもべれ、今すぐそこを離れてエリア5に戻れ。
戻れって。
エリア6ではおそらく火事が起こってる。
火事？
早く退避だ。下手をしたらその扉ごと吹っ飛ばされるぞ。
We make Rex turn back and evacuate to Area 5. I guess we chill here for a bit and then like we'll let that fire calm down.
なんか拍子抜けだね。ついに異教徒との対決だと思ったら休憩なんて。
Evacuate to Area 5 as instructed. Now we're resting in the meadow.
急に休めって言われても興奮しちゃって。
確かにいきなり休めって言われても困るぜ。
Who sighs as he says
Kiddo.
this?
少し嬉しい気もするな。
え？
レイさんと話せる時間が増えたからな。こりゃ儲けもんだ。
クー君。
Thinking about it, we've been so busy we haven't had time to properly talk. I should take this chance to talk to Ku properly. Ask about the current world.
さっきの話について。
さっきの話？
この世界にはもう動物がいないって。
ああ、そりゃ本当だけど。
常識な
The
んだ。
the angels didn't tell me. Was it too obvious they didn't need to say it?
よかったら外の世界の環境についていろいろ教えてくれないか。
ああ、もちろん構わねえけど。
Ku starts to explain about the world outside of Shuten. According to Ku, the Earth has survived 5 massive extinctions known as the Big Five. Okay. First extinction's a late Ordovician OS boundary. Second extinction, late Divinian FF boundary. Final Fantasy? The late Premierian PT boundary. Late Jurassic TJ boundary. Late Cretaceous KPG boundary. And now the Earth is entering its 6th extinction phase. The trigger for the Great Extinction was an abnormality, that no children were born. Oh!
人間の子供が？
The cause is unknown, but human conception stopped apparently.
それが終焉。
Do all of them not know that they're androids? New life refused this world. It was just the beginning of the end. The end. It's supposed to be a typo error. This game is shit. No, I'm kidding. It was just the beginning of the end of the world. It was around that time that the world went to war. Whether the lack of children and the wars are related, it is unknown. Regardless, all the countries started fighting wars for the limited resources. The war accelerated the demise of mankind. Nature was destroyed, land became desolate, and people couldn't live anywhere.
信じられない。
So this is kind of like a post-apocalyptic world thing. Just one area is like the only thing, and that'll be the Shuten Orders area.
人間は大丈夫なの？
人間？大丈夫なわけねえよ。外の世界の奴らは死にかけてる。滅亡寸前だって話だ。
The world descended into chaos and society collapsed. Countries were unable to maintain order. Anarchy soon ensued. War and environmental destruction has taken its toll. Now the earth is no longer habitable. The few surviving humans are living in underground shelters.
他の国はそんな状態なのに。どうして終点教国は
Notice how it's evading the statement that we are humans. It's saying other humans that are outside. Meaning they are the humans, we are the androids. Or whatever what was at the end of 2. Or the end of the second round, I should say, not the end of 2.
その辺はわかんねえけど、噂によるとこの国の空や大地は教祖の神通力によって浄化されてる。
いやいや、まさか。
There's no way I have that power. Wait.
それにしても自然豊かな国だ。外とは別世界だな。これもかつて続けられていた生贄のおかげというわけか。
You mentioned that earlier. Sacrifices cleanse the country. That can't be.
教祖が浄化してんのかはともかくとして、もともとこの辺り一帯が汚染地帯だ。
土地を浄化することで平穏を手に入れた終点教となると、国の外がどうなってるか気になるな。見に行った。
レイさん、何無茶なこと言ってんだ。国境をまたいだりしたらその瞬間に警備省に撃ち殺されるぜ。
え、そんなに危ないの？
この国は一方通行なんだ。入ることは簡単だが外には絶対に出られねえ。その辺は監獄と一緒だな。
Earth has become a dead planet, yet somehow Shuten is peaceful and has tight border security. There's so many other things I want to ask, but I'll ask the angles later. The angels later. I said angles. I could be your angle or your D-ball.
そうだ。もしよかったらクー君の過去について教えてくれ。
俺の？そりゃ構わねえけど、人殺しの過去なんて聞いて楽しい話じゃないぜ。
うんうん、知りたいんだよ。一緒に旅した相棒の話はなんだって。
My eyes! Ku starts to tell me his father disappeared, his mother died or of heart disease, lived life as a street kid, spent the days running around the city as a carrier, and hit a woman with his motorcycle.
それで監獄に収監されたんだけど、悪いことは続くもんでさ。
Oh, you got a heart
心
condition.
臓ってお母さんと同じ病気。
Genetic, yeah.
ああ、俺の胸にも同じ血管が眠ってたみてえでさ。監獄病院は環境も劣悪だし、さすがに犯罪者のまま俺は。
今心臓は？
Ku didn't seem to be in any pain as far as I could tell, at least.
それがさ、奇跡が起こったんだ。治してもら
Oh,
ったんだよ。
Izaki.
江崎博士って人に。
We're still trying to figure out who Izaki is, considering they like got blocked out.
レイさん、江崎博士を知っ。
うん、ここの副所長だった人だよね。
ああ、イオン所長といろいろあって追放されちまったらしいけどな。
Dr. Izaki, former vice director of Ryogu, Teko Eon's research partner, sent to prison for committing the worst crime in Shuten and apparently died there too. Oh, he died at the prison. I was like, what?
そっか。監獄でクー君と出会ってたんだ。
江崎博士はなんつうかすげえ天才だな。
もう少し
江崎博士のことは脳から意識をぶっこ抜いて別の世界に連れて行っちまうんだぜ。
Into another world.
別の世界？
昔の世界では VR とか言われてた技術らしい。
ああ。
俺も何度も体験したけど本当に別世界なんだよ。脳科学ってやべえよな。
It's hard to believe, but Dr. Izaki is such a genius that even Teko Eon admits it.
でも江崎博士って一応服役囚なんだよね。
そこが江崎博士のすげえとこでさ、鑑賞を買収して
After some bribes.
取ったんだよ。
買収？
He's already in jail. What worse can he do? Who's the anecdotes about Dr. Izaki are unbelievable. Dr. Izaki, in prison, started a business from the inside. The guards were paid off with the proceeds. Take approval was given to build a laboratory. There, the doctor pursued brain science and found a way to transfer consciousness to another world. This gave the prisoners freedom of consciousness. Interesting.
病は気からって本当でさ、江崎博士のとんでもねえ活躍を見てるうちに、俺の仕事はすっかり良くなっちゃったんだ。
Him saying that sounds like
貿易に出られるくらいには。
sounds like maybe him entering this VR world made him forget that he has the heart condition, or that he feels effects from the heart condition. So like now he still has it, but he's still like somehow like pushing through, like he's somehow making his brain think that he doesn't have it, and it's like functioning as like it should be, as like a normal body. And probably something later on is gonna get revealed about Dr. Izaki or whatever, and then he's gonna be like, it was all a lie, he didn't do anything to me, but I remember. And it's like, but it's like I was in the VR world, and it's like, then all of a sudden he feels it, and like it like hurts him 10 times over, and it's like, oh, this is all just fucking theorizing, not real.
もしかしてクー君がこの研究所を労役先に選んだのって。
ああ、見たかったんだよ。江崎博士が竜宮でどんな研究をしていたのかを。
I never thought they'd make me take care of dinosaurs, though. Ku laughed as he said that. Looking back, it was a real miracle. Ku's heart was healed by meeting Dr. Izaki at the prison. Ku chooses to work at Ryugu. Then he meets me, and now we're fighting the heretics. I learned a lot of things from talking to Ku. The devastated outside world, peculiarities of the Shuten order, what the founder was like. I can do a lot more now that I have the basic information. I finally feel properly grounded in reality, but all this new information makes me a bit confused at times. The resurrected founder, now that I have the knowledge, what do I do? All this information is making...
が出てきそうだよ。何から何まで不可解で何から考えていいかわからない。
Everything is so strange and convoluted. Welcome to the creator of the one who made Danganronpa.
レイさんでも迷うことがあるんだな。
私なんて迷ってばっかりだよ。むしろ迷ってないことなんて1秒。
俺は逆に今日一日で迷いが消えたぜ。やるべきことが見つかった。
やるべきこと？
ああ、俺ずっと悩んでたんだよ。俺の罪は重い。許されることじゃねえ。それでも許されたいなら相当ないいことをしなくちゃなんねえ。でもそれが何なのかわからなかった。
私？
レイさんはすげえ。まさに正義の味方だぜ。だからそれが俺の償いのやり方だ。
Man saying I have a redemption arc.
いや、私は正義の味方だなんてそんな大層なものじゃ。
償って償って罪を全部償うことができたら路上の家族のところに。
Family on the streets. I'm sure he means other street kids.
今。
いや、それがわかんねえんだ。どこにいんのか探し出すのも一苦労だぜ。
そっか。ねえ、もしも家族を探しに行くなら。
レイさん、俺の家族に
私も会ってみたいから。会って伝えたいんだよ。私がクー君に。
レイさんが来てくれんなら心強いな。あいつら
じゃあ約束ね。家族に会いに行くときは。
We set a big red flag. He's dying at the end of this. Fucking A.
ああ、約束だ。
I'm surprised he didn't get shot right now.
指切り玄米。
Ku and I cross our pinky fingers together.
嘘ついたら針千本のマス。
We sing like children and make our promise. Or compromise.
指切った。
Oh, I meant to actually read that. We finished the pinky swear. Okay, I was like, wait. And with that, I finally felt like I found meaning in life. Shot through the fucking heart. Cutting away. Give me 1 second here. Let's do a quick save of the routes here. So the reason I did 2 is in case I do need to get the other routes to get an achievement. I have a backup file for it. And this will be the main save file for it. Even though I kind of come back and forth with it, so it's whatever. Cutting away. When a rocket is launched, it gradually sheds its unnecessary parts. It lightens itself to gain more thrust. By the time it reaches space, only a few parts remain. If you don't discard what's not needed, you'll never reach your destination. This is a universal truth in any field. Whether in politics or military, it was the tail end of the war.
特攻なぜでありますか。
なぜって敵陣営の兵器庫を叩くためだよ。あれを破壊すればせっかく場所が割れたんだ。
そうではありません。なぜ我々が死ななければならないかと。
不満かこの扱い。
大いに不満です。我々は軍の設立当初より今日こんなところで犬死にしていいわけがありません。
だからこそだよ。精鋭部隊だからこそ今ここで死んでく。
何を
僕ら終天教はこの戦いが終わったら国を作る。だから君ら猟犬は邪魔なんだ。猟犬は狩りに行けなくなるとストレスをこじらせて飼い主に牙を剥くからね。
我々を
ああ、猟犬は狩りが済んだら用済みだ。
During intense wartime, the military's priority is extremely high, but the war was already reaching its final stages. Priorities must be lowered.
イオン参謀長、我々はあなたの命教祖様に直訴申し上げるつもりです。
そうか、そんなに特攻に行きたくないか。
ええ、犬死
なら仕方ない。特攻には代わりに君らの家族に行ってもらうとしよう。君らの子息や妻は快く了承してくれたよ。君らが行かないのなら自分が見事死んでみせるって。
息子をどうするつもりだ。
妹に何を。即刻解放せよ。
妻を返してください。特攻に行きますから。見事死んでみせます。ですからどうか子供を解放してください。
Elite soldiers scream in despair and agree to the mission, one after another. When someone won't do as you wish, taking their loved ones hostage is most effective.
貴様、ここまでの下郎とは。いずれ報いが下る時が必ず。
ご託はいいからさっさと決めろ。家族を身代わりにした卑劣感として生き残るか、それともさあ選べ。
And just like that, the brave sacrifices of the soldiers ensured the enemy's arsenals were completely destroyed. The enemy lost almost all means to counterattack, securing our victory. By the end of the war, having eliminated most military threats, Shuten became a peaceful nation, boosting tranquility for a long period. If I hadn't made those sacrifices, our success would have been impossible. Showing no mercy and prioritizing correctly, cutting away the unnecessary, that's the only way. The only solid way to secure a path to the future. Oh, did it get revealed of what's something?
予想以上にひどいな。
Finding an intact camera, I displayed a feed from Area 6 onto the monitor. A hellish scene unfolds. The fire.
どうしてこんな。
一応消火剤を撒いてはいるが、散布の量も速度も不足しているよ。
Too
こんな
slow.
んで焼け石に水だ。排煙装置も弱すぎる。
じゃあどうすれば。
どうしようもない。この火をすぐに消火することは。
そんな。もうすぐしもべレイたちが京都に追いつくところだったのに。
This is unexpected for me too. To think we'd be stopped here.
炎を完全に消火するのにかかる時間はおそらく24時間ってところだろうね。
The heretics will easily reach Area 9 by then. As long as the fire burns, pursuit is impossible. However, waiting for it to burn out is not an option. The only method left is
仕方ない。二人を切り捨てるか。
to abandon them.
てこ。
火事を消せないのなら方法は一つだ。もう少し火勢が弱まったタイミングでしもべレイたちをエリア6に突入す。
それ。
もちろん二人は火だるまになるが、あらかじめ体に防火処理を施しておく。
でも二人が死んだら。
いや、いいんだよ。あいつらは死んでもレックスがエリア7に到着さえすればね。
The Air 6 are currently stuck in Area 7. If we could plunge Rex into the
あ
mix.
とは制御不能となったレックスが暴れ狂って異教徒を全滅させてくれるだろうさ。
待ってよ、仲間を犠牲にするなんてそんな作戦。
思ってないよ。この作戦はあらゆる倫理道徳に
Oh, you have morals?
まさ
and
に
ethics?
修行だね。
I didn't think you did.
でもこれは優先順位の問題なんだ。
The state can be saved by sacrificing Ray's life. It's a small price to pay. A minimal sacrifice to save the
それ
nation.
に僕はもともとしもべ霊を最終的には始末するつもり。あられは気づいていなかったかもしれないが、しもべ霊はそんな奴と組んでいたことがバレたら僕まで警備省の連中に追われかねない。
I can save the Shuten order and erase any trace of these forbidden powers. Now that's what I call two birds with one stone. Indeed, it goes against morality.
あ
However,
れ君なら分かってくれるだろう。
Ariel remains silent despite everything he understands. He knows the meaning behind my decisions. If Ariel understands, if at least he can forgive me, then nothing else matters. Yeah, we'll pull something out of her butt. I turned on the mic and started talking to
し
Ray.
もべ霊、聞こえるか。今後の作戦について話が。
Asked Ray to carry out the plan for me to cut through the flames of Area 6 with Rex.
もちろん火傷のリスクは必だが、防火剤をあらかじめ体に塗っておけば後遺症言ってくれるね。
He doesn't seem to want to make the decision. If he's like this, then
もしも君がこの作戦を決行してくれるなら、大月空の特あ
御社？
あ、大月空のひき逃げの罪は記録上抹消される。つまり家族のもとに帰れる。
わかりました。エリア6に突入します。
he gives ultimatums. That's what's funny about it. He literally he sprinkles in something that they really would like or would need to do. Like the hostage situation. He really he knows how to drive people to do certain things. It's pretty much the whole basis of it. Fucked up, but still.
ありがとう。オンに切るよ。では今から小型エレベーターで防火ジェルを送るから、大月空と一緒に取りに。
騙されちゃダメだり、しもべレイ。
Oh.
テコはお前らを利用するつもりだり、エリア6に突っ込んだる。
テコさん、
I quickly cut the mic, but it's too late. Ray doubts me.
やってくれたな、あられ。自分が何をしたか分かっているのか。君は情にほだされ、国を滅亡の危機に陥れたんだぞ。
違うなり。ワッチは合理的な判断をした。
合理的だって。これのど
テコだって分かっているはずなりよ。しもべレイの命を犠牲にしなくても、ワッチが地下に行けば火事はどうにかできるって。
Well, if Ariel uses his power underground, he would indeed likely be able to deal with the fire, but
けどあられ、いけないんだよ。地下には誰も。
ワッチは地下に行けるなり。今気づいたけど、その小型エレベーター、防火ジェルの箱を詰め込むくらいのスペースがあるなら、ワッチもきっと乗れる。触手を全部引っ込めれば。
I am Bucks now! Indeed, Ariel might be able to go underground,
許
but
可できない。あまりにリスクが大きすぎる。
大月空はワッチの部下のロボットを助けてくれたなり。
だからどうした？
しもべレイはワッチをチームの一員だ。
だからどうしたと言っているんだ。
ワッチはこの戦い、みんなが一生懸命戦ってるのに、ワッチだけは蚊帳の外。でもやっとできることが見つかったなり。
Ariel's all but determined to go, but I just can't let him.
君は僕のサポートロボだぞ。僕をそばで支えるのが君の仕事だ。任務を。
違うなり。テコ、
僕を。
ワ こにテコがもうこれ以上残酷なことをしなくても済むように。
Oh, he's off.
ワッチは地下に行くなり。
待て、あられ。
It took me by surprise and jumped into the small elevator.
こら、よせあられ。
I reached out desperately, but it was too late. The elevator with Ariel descends deep on the ground. He's still a kid, you know? So I think he uses Ariel like a support. Kind of like, you know, like how like kids would have like a toy that they always like carry with them. I think that's like the same situation was going on with Teko and Ariel. The lab falls silent.
本当に言ったのか。
He just won't admit it though, because he's so smart and it's like, you know. Ariel went on the ground. I'm left alone in the lab. My closest confidant, and he abandoned me. I want to say he abandoned you. Ugh. I turned thinking I heard a voice, but the founder's head remains as silent as ever. Voices echo from all around. I hear the voices clearly, but see no one when I turn. Yeah, he's feeling the guilt from everyone he like let die. Okay, getting a flashback. Mm-hmm. A sharp pain runs through my head. My mind is haunted by ghosts, those whom I have discarded, whispering their grudges without end. Alright. Their voices become pain tormenting me. Ah, the voices are especially loud today. With Ariel, I wouldn't have these migraines. With Ariel here, I wouldn't hear these voices. Ariel would forgive me. To get Ariel to come back, I asked Ray to protect Ariel, call out to Ariel over the radio. The only ones who can protect Ariel underground are Ray and Ku. I shout into the mic. Yeah, he's like really desperate to make sure that Ariel is safe. Oh wow, this one pathway that he has just kind of goes like in this midsection. Probably calls him and it's like, yeah. Growing suspicion. Oh, and then there's another. Oh, okay. I started to think about what would have happened if. I started to think about what would have happened if we just ran into Area 6.
一度信用させといて、いざって時に使い潰す。俺の時もそうだったんだ。イオン所長は最初なったけど、最後には俺たちをレックスの餌にしやがった。
Sure, that's how I died. A pawn for Tekoyon. I must have been deceived. Body dismembered.
でもこれからどうしよう。イオンテコの
レイさん、こうなったらもうこの層
やり過ごすって。
仲間の敵は打ちてえけどよ。実際問題、俺たち二人レイさんまで死んじまったら、俺。
If I could run away, I would. But.
クー君、
Sorry, I'm just
実はまだ
cleaning
君に言ってなかったこと
just
がある
like
んだ。
dust off my shirt. I will tell him. I will
もし
tell
も
Tom.
京都が竜軍の最深部に到達したら、
滅ぶ？
多分本当だと思う。
どの道逃げ場はねえってことか。
Yes, we have to proceed. The problem is, how do we do it? We don't want to die in the fire, but to catch the heretics, we can't avoid the big fire in Area 6. How can I proceed? How can I avoid dying in the fire? How can I, and then...
あられがそちらに到着する。頼む。あられを保護して僕の研究室に送り返してくれ。
I could hear Tekoion's voice through the headset.
あられちゃんがここに？でも地下には。
あいつ小型エレベーターに乗り込んだんだ。君たちの助けになりたいって。
Ariel on his own volition came here. That's a big deal if true, but this is a trap. Are they trying to manipulate us again? Am I gonna die? I love that I could do that stupid, like, I could do that stupid voice a lot. I think we have to side with this one. I don't blame Q. We've been fooled by him too many times.
僕は教祖の死に深く関与している。
I couldn't believe my ears. Then that Tekoion suddenly admitted his involvement.
こいつ急にな。
テコさん、どうしてそれを？
報酬の先払いだよ。もしもあられを助けてくれたら。
How could he so easily let slip information that could doom him? Ariel must be...
自分よりもあられちゃんの方が大切ってことですか？
僕の優先順位の第一位は。
What a transformation. He is always so cold and arrogant, yet is willing to give up everything for Ariel. Don't trust Tekoion. Agree to save Ariel.
わかりました。
Also, it didn't give me that thing, so this might be death.
教えてください。迎えに行きます。
So I just trust Tekoion one more time.
おいレイさん。
あられは性癖に埋め込まれているエレベーターに到着する。職員の大月空なら。
というわけなんだけど、空君。
Who gives
お願いできる？
Who gives a big sigh?
レイさんはつくづくお人よしだぜ。
ごめんね。苦労ばっかりかけて。
We get back on Rex with Ku, who looks exasperated and head off to save Ariel.
テコさん、今更なんですが。
言ったろ。君たちを助けるため。
いや、でもこう言っちゃなんですが、あられちゃんが。
確かにあいつはポンコツだけど、ある一芸を持っているんだ。エリア6の火事も。
あの子に。
あいつは一応僕の側近だぞ。開発費用だって口外できないくらいの額を費やしたんだ。
Surprising, Ariel seems to be a high-performance robot with a huge development budget.
テコさんはあられちゃんが高価なロボだからそばに置いてるわけではないですよね。
He wouldn't be this distraught over just an expensive robot.
教えてくれませんか？テコさん？
君にだって聞かれたくない話の一つや僕は君の素性を詮索しない。だから君も。
Tekoion has a point. It's selfish to try to dig into someone's past while keeping all your own secrets. Well, in that case...
テコさん、実は私、記憶がほとんどな
I
いんです。
suddenly blurted this out.
記憶が。
はい。目覚めた時には何一つ探さなきゃって。犯人を。
Tell him the truth, leaving out
お
some
かしな
bits.
話ですよね。自分のこともわからないまま殺人犯を探そうな。
急に何を言い出すんだ。
ちなみについ先日本部会議にその説はあられちゃんにもご迷惑をおかけしました。
あられに迷惑。
はい。だから私、あられちゃんには借りがあるんです。
Oh, Ariel's a lot bigger.
なぜそれを僕に話した？本部への潜入なんて即習慣レベル。
フェアじゃない気がしたんです。自分のことを隠したまま。
Maybe I shouldn't have told him. But I felt that I wouldn't be able to earn his trust otherwise then.
あられは
Tekoion talked about how he and Ariel got close. This seems like the right pathing. Oh. I guess good path? Yes? No? I don't know. Oh, okay, yes. Okay, so hold up. Yeah. To Ariel, and then I'm assuming this is a death path. Then we have okay. Ariel's real worth. Okay. Wow, Tandem is fucking in here, huh? Okay. Well, it's up to the end, so that makes sense. A few years ago, Ryugu was in severe dysfunction. After Vice President Dr. Izaki was arrested and sent to prison, we were severely understaffed. As a director, I was overwhelmed with recovery efforts. My life was falling apart. With almost no sleep, research made no progress despite my efforts. The void left by Dr. Izaki was enormous. My chronic migraines worsened, my condition deteriorating both physically and mentally. My research and life were on the verge of collapse, and how I wished it just collapsed already. But wishing was futile. A genius who would support me wouldn't be so easy to find. It would be pointless to search the world. I had to endure alone. Then I had a sudden realization. I could just create one myself. If I can't find suitable personnel, I can just make a new one. Someone who could support me both personally and professionally. Roll with the latest and greatest AI. With this new idea in mind, I began designing my support robot. If I'm going to the trouble, I might as well make the best I can. Smart, attentive, strong, and beautiful. To create such an ideal partner, I used all my research achievements and savings. But what I ended up with was a complete and utter failure. I had hoped for some help in my research, but Ariel couldn't even get simple calculations right, let alone grasp complex theories. And when tasked with serving, his frequent mistakes caused extensive damage to my expensive equipment. Couldn't even trust him with secretarial duties. His nervous and aggressive nature made him unsuitable for negotiations. I couldn't believe it. That I, a genius, had made such a defective robot. I grew increasingly stressed by Ariel's incompetence and finally decided... My policy is to discard the unnecessary promptly, even if it's something I developed myself. With Ariel gone, the lab regained its peace. Though I was back to square one, my work went by smoothly without that idiot around. I don't know if this is... Yeah. I should have just done it alone from the start. It's faster to do everything myself, so I just need to do everything. I knew as much, but then why? Why did I make that robot? To make up for the lost time caused by error, I immersed myself in work without rest, and one night, just a few days later, I went for a walk. The cool night air was refreshing. I cooled my brain, overheated from overuse. I really went out without bodyguards, but that night I was too tired to care. I walked carelessly through the night. As I wandered, Ariel's face kept coming to mind. I like that it's flashback into the 3 fucking images they showed us. It was puzzling. Why was I thinking about that failure when I was in a good mood? The more I walked, the clearer Ariel's image became. Was it his date? The 22nd. It's as if I'm looking around for the area I had just sent away, but right then, suddenly I was grabbed from behind and pulled into an unfamiliar van. I recognized them by their words and uniforms. I see, these are... Yeah. Comrades of those I ordered to die at the end of the war. Oh, the sergeant died, I think, right? These guys have been waiting for an opportunity to avenge their superior's death, for a chance when I was defenseless.
死ねると思うなよイオンテコ生きたまま体を切り刻み最後は燃やしてやる
But the Shuten order forbids killing and violence. Surely even these guys wouldn't break the doctrine.
もしかして俺たちがそこまではやらないだろう競技に反するからでも残念でした
俺たちは競技を破ることとっくに回収しまったからな
Ah. Could it be they became heretics just to get revenge on me?
ビビってやがる嫌われ者の末路
イオンテコが死んだと分かれば国中が大喜びするだろうよこいつに恨みを持つ者は大勢いる
I struggle desperately. I can't die in a place like this. I'm not afraid of death. It's natural for physical things to break eventually. But dying before achieving my goals is unacceptable. I have to complete my research before I die. I must fulfill my promise. But right then...
お前らテコに触るなだり
Oh. A familiar voice acted inside the van. In the next moment, Ariel's face appeared on the front windshield.
ハッキングか
この車ネットに繋がってないはずだぞ
テコがどんな気持ちでお前らの上官に死を命じたかみんなのために悪者を演じるテコの気持ちがそれなのに異教徒にまで
何わけわかんねえこと言って
とっとと失せろ
おいハンドルが効かねえぞおいやべえぞな
Whoop whoop. After Ariel hacked the car, it rammed straight into a Ministry of Security blockade. The culprits were apprehended immediately. I was rescued by the officers and taken out of the car, but I was as confused as the culprits. What in the world just happened? How did Ariel, who I sent out days ago, notice my abduction so quickly? How did he hack into the disconnected car? How did he... But as soon as I saw the culprit's car, my questions melted away. Ah. Ariel was clinging to the side of the van.
あられどうしてここに僕は君を追い出したのに
あれ式でワッチを追い払えると思ったらこんなこともあろうかと研究所の周りをパトロールしてたなり
Even after getting kicked out, he was camping out near the lab, letting him notice my abduction quickly. So he jumped and clung to the culprit's car to take control. Fucking rammed his arm into it. He directly inserted a part of himself into the machine for control. An incredible skill. Even as his developer, I didn't foresee him mastering this technique so perfectly, but...
いつの間に覚えたんだコードハックなんて高等技術を
よくわかんないけどなんか
I just went with the flow.
いけたなり
I just did it naturally. I was like, alright. My confusion deepened. Further, how could a robot do something like that with the flow? But be so clumsy all the time. Why can't Ariel utilize his true potential in daily life? Why are his abilities restricted? Why is he so clumsy? Why? I kept thinking about the reasons.
それで
なあまだ仮説段階ではあるけど一応ね
Tell Ray over the radio. I tell him all about Ariel. All about why Ariel is such a bucket of bolts.
おそらくあられは無意識のうちに僕の理想を演じているんだろうね
テコさんの理想
ああ僕は有能なサポートロボが欲しくてあられを作り上げたけど
Oh, I just noticed the head is in the background.
僕が本当に求めていたものはそうじゃなかったんだ
Good-natured partner who makes no schemes. An encouraging figure with a bright disposition. Someone to share raw emotions with. In other words,
友達が欲しかったんだ
Back then I was completely burned out. Living as a cold-hearted, hated figure is loneliness. In loneliness. The high-performance AI installed in Ariel accurately perceived my wish. It made Ariel's personality something of a friendly fool. It was all to fulfill my wish.
でもあられは本当は頭がいいんだ だから分かってくれるんだ。僕のしていることの意味を。
My eyes!
あられは僕が怖くないのか。
怖い。どうしてワッチがテコを怖がるなり？
みんな言っているだろう。僕のことを冷血宰相とか、血も涙もないコストカッターとか。
Oh, they said that in English? Kasukata? They say it like that?
誰がなんて言ったって一番かっちょいいヒーローなり。
僕がヒーロー？君を追い出したのに。
そんなの関係だって。ワッチはテコの友達だから。
Aw. I couldn't help but hug Ariel tightly. As long as Ariel's by my side, as long as Ariel understands it.
彼に何を言われようと。
At that moment, I wasn't alone anymore. The voice of the ghost that had been haunting my mind all along vanished. Oh, okay. Alright. Rescue. Yeesh.
僕はあられに依存して弱くなってしまったんだろうな。あられ、はあ、今も耳元で恨み事をささや。
That was unexpected. Even ruthless Tekoion had such
テコさんっ
emotion.
て意外と繊細なんですね。
僕が心のない怪物だとでも思ったか。両親だって持ち合わせているよ。
でもそれ逆に辛くないですか？両親の呵責とか。
辛いに決まっているだろう。部下や戦友を知ってもそれを決断するのが僕の仕事。
そんなに辛くて仕方ないなら決断役を別の誰。
僕がやらなきゃ誰がやるんだ。
Tekoion's shout pierced my ears.
終点教は常に人材不足だ。ああ、幹部だってバカと自己中ばかりだよ。あいつらに国の舵取りなんて任せられない。
Can't imagine the burden Tekoion is carrying. I have no memory of carrying my country on my shoulders, but there is one thing I do know. This boy wants forgiveness. Wants forgiveness for his sins. I can feel this from him. But who does he want it from? Who could forgive him? The only one who can forgive him is the founder.
君を許すよ、テコ。誰よりも遠くを見据え、誰よりも対局を眺め、目先の評価にとらわれることなく、みんなのためにそんな君を憎めるはずがないじゃないか。
I found myself in a prayer
どんなこ
pose.
とをされたって、私は君を許すよ。うん。決して憎むことはない。
It was as if someone else was using my mouth to
私
talk.
はいつも願ってる。テコの心に安らぎが訪れますようにって。
I
心から。
speak with my heart and soul.
そう。あるかし。
These must be the words of the founder within me. Even if Tekoion was the one who killed me, I won't hold a grudge. The founder forgave Tekoion from the beginning. I hear Tekoion gasp through the headset.
なんだよそれ。教祖の口調を真似ているつもりか。
はい。モノマネです。似てましたか？
似ているなんてものじゃない。今のはまるで
And then,
教祖そのもの。
ah, there he is.
あっち行け、あっち行け。ワッチは美味しくなってないなりよ。
There they are running away from giant insects. Great.
あられちゃんから離れろ。
I ordered Rex to drive the bugs away.
あられちゃん、もう大丈夫だよ。怖かった。
しもべれ。ワッチはあんな虫けらくらい全然平気だったけど。
なーに 何強がってんだてめえ。ピーピーわめいてたじゃねえか。姉さんに土下座しろ土下座。
あられちゃんの保護完了しました。
I'm ready to report back to Tekoyan and hear a sigh of relief.
恩に切れよ、しもべれ。早速そのと言いたいところだが、あられ。
はいなり。
無茶をするな、このバカ。もう少しで死ぬところだったんだぞ。
心配かけてご。
君が地下に行ったことに関しては僕のために何かしたくて。だがたとえ僕のためとはいえ、一国の命運を背負う覚悟が。
もちろんなり。ワッチはそれをしたく。
辛いぞ。重圧に耐えられるのか。
辛いなんて今さらなり。見ているだけで何もできないことの方がワッチには辛いなり。
Arrow stares at the sky with a serious expression. He's showing his result to Tekoyan. A short silence follows. I hear an exasperated sigh through the headset.
まあ、覚悟があるなら戻ってこいとは言わないよ。
てこ。
だが覚悟は行動で示さなければ意味ないぞ。そうだな、エリア6の火事を止めてみせろ。
And then you come back.
ここが制御ルーム。
Ariel asks us to go to a small room in the passageway connecting areas 5 and 6. We see a huge computer here.
この部屋のコンピューターはエリア5と6の消火設備もこいつら。
そうなんだ。でも
どうする。
Smacks the computer.
これがワッチの必殺技。こう
つまり
チッチッチー。ワッチはコードを刺した相手のポテンシャルをさ。
消火設備のパワーを最大限引き上げて。
コメートなり。
とんだチート技じゃねえか。
でもシステムの掌握までここはワッチがやっておくから。お前
バカ言うな。チームの仲間が
チームの仲間。
同じところで背中預け合ってんだ。なんだよ、不満か。
でも
ここまで来た。大事。ありがとうな、あられ。お前が
Ariel joins the party.
ワッチの方だり。ワッチが地下に来れたのはお前のおかげでもあるなりよ。
俺の
ワッチの部下を助けてくれたお前の姿がかっこよかった。ワッチも地下に行こうって決断することができたなり。
情けは人のためならずってやつか。
火事だけじゃないなりよ。ワッチがいれば異教徒の追跡なんてちょろいね。あいつら一網打尽にしてやるなりよ。
ちっこいくせに頼もしいじゃねえか。その調子で頼むぜ、あられ。
ああ、ワッチにお任せなり。
He was happily conversing with Ariel. Whoops. Seeing this warms my heart. Sorry, I'm scratching my elbow. Ku was broken when I met him, but now he smiles so kindly.
しもべれ、ちょっといいか。
And then I hear Tekoyan's voice through the headset.
君に聞きたいことがあるんだ。他のも。
はい。
Move to the corner as instructed.
聞きたい。
君が動物を操る神の力だな。
My heart sinks. He knows about me and the power of God. I can't hold a steady breath. How can I get out of this? The angels told me no one must know about this.
神の力を使ったって知られたら話をするどころか
I have to do something or else.
不問に処す。
今なんて。
見て見ぬふりをしてやると言っているんだ。
いいんですか。神の力って。
いいんだよ。僕はもともと経験のタイプじゃない。それにすでに終点鏡は
He's
あちこちが
scrambling all
めちゃく
over.
ちゃなようだしね。
あちこち。 もしかして。
ああ、警備省の幹部から救援要請が届いていた。警備省が全滅したから応援求むってさ。ノータイムで断った。
警備省が全滅ってそれ。
変化の時期というものは大抵こんなものだが、背後で何者かが暗躍している可能性も感じ始めているところなんだ。
何者かが暗躍
とはいえ、今はそこまで考えている余裕はな。それにこれ以上リュウグウを荒らされるわけにもいかない。今まで培ってきた重要な研究データを失う。
それほど大事な研究なんですか。
The angels are nearby somewhere. We just don't know where the fuck they are.
どうして僕が動物の進化を研究
Because apparently they can't go too far from Ray. It's the whole gimmick. It's from what they said on 2, but we'll see.
確か竜宮の最深部にある宝を守るために強い
竜宮の動物は終点峡谷における最強の門番と定義され。
セキュリティか。まあそれもある。僕が動物たちを進化させるのは、動物たちを進化させればさせるほど近づ
テコさんの目指す新世界って。
ネタばらしをしたら面白くないだろう。この事件を生き残る。
生き残れればいいんですけど。
なんだ、随分弱気だな。君には最強の
いや、その最強のオペレーターに何度か殺されそうになってるんですけど。
大丈夫、もうその心配はない。
もう本当にあられ。
ああ、唯一無二の。
あられちゃんは任せてください。必ず無事に。だからテコさんは信じて見届けてあげてください。友達の勇姿を。
I find myself smiling. I feel the founder and me is rejoicing.
嬉しいな。
It's like talking to an old friend. There's no doubt now they were best friends. The founder and Tekoyan, they used to believe in each other, but eventually parted ways. One of them met a tragic end. Why were they separated? Why did Eon Teko have to kill the founder? When this is all over, I wonder if he'll tell me, and then...
消火設備の強化完了
I heard Arrow's excited voice. The Wi-Fi symbol.
続けてルータモード発動。
Router
地の
mode.
体をクオンタムルータと解釈。地下とテコの研究室の通信を接続。テコ、細かい制御は任せるなりよ。
Alright. Founder's wish.
よし、いいぞ。
A desert storm of a downpour rains down on the burning field of Area 6. The smoke exhaust system is ventilating out of the smoke with great force. If we continue like this for a few more hours, Area 6 will be fully
よ
operational.
くやった、あられ。
Next to Aerial acting as a router, I am able to get into some of the underground equipment. Tweak the settings of the smoke exhaust system and sprinklers to extinguish the flames as quickly as possible. I concentrate the water and extinguishing agents on the most intense parts of the fire. I adjust the exhaust system to control the airflow in Area 6, combining the smoke paths to preventing the fire from spreading. After several hours of work, several hours or 6, 7, about. I did the meme. I'm sorry. I realized after I said it, I was like, fuck. Finally, the fire is under control. In just a few more hours, the fire in Area 6 will be completely extinguished.
しもべ、聞こえるか。火事は朝には鎮火する。
Even before I could tell them to rest, all three were fast asleep. Lying in the grass of Area 5 with stupid grins on their face.
僕が働いてるのに、こいつら。
I suppose they must have been exhausted. They spent all day running around in vast research facility. But still, I wonder.
なんなんだよ。
Ray Shimobe, his mystery only deepens. He seems suspicious, yet when you talk to him, he appears genuinely good-natured. And yet, he wields forbidden powers freely, controlling the animals.
しもべ霊をここに送り込んだ。
You have the faces. You can't, like, align them to really be like... Oh! The founder says nothing. Of course, she says nothing. Oh! Oh! You know that they are a woman! She's already dead. At least she's supposed to be dead. You already know that they are a woman. Interesting. I wonder if he knew prior, though. As soon as Rei Shimobu gave me those words of confirmation, the voice of the ghost tormenting me completely ceased. It feels like everything has been forgiven. Everything. Perhaps because the tension was broken, I was suddenly overwhelmed by a strong drowsiness. I laid down on the chair and closed my eyes. I decided to take a nap while waiting for the fire to go out. Exhausted, I quickly fell asleep. I had a strangely vivid dream. Whoa, what is this? Okay. In my dream, the founder was standing in a cemetery in the wilderness. Oh my god. Countless gravestones peek out of the barren earth.
ずいぶん死んでしまったね。
The founder murmurs quietly.
仲間が死んで、森が死んで、動物が死んで、増えていくのはお墓だけだよ。寂しいな。
The environment morphs into Earth, a planet of death. Factions fight over the few remaining habitable areas. Yeah. With our great handicap of non-killing doctrine. Would it be crazy if this was connected to 100 line? Like in some way or form? I was about to say, like, yeah. Our comrades fall one by one. The founder seems deeply pained by the situation. I put it on auto because I'm like cleaning my face right now. If that makes sense.
ねえテコ、どうして生き物は死ぬのかな。
The founder asks me quite an abstract question out of the blue.
決まってるだろ。弱いから死ぬんだよ。
I gave an equally abstract answer. Cleaning my glasses now. She understands that we fight under overwhelming disadvantages conditions. Okay. And doing so results in many sacrifices. But the founder is not so concerned about that. She seeks an answer to the much larger planet-sized question of death, and so, if this is within a dream, and Teko knew that the founder is female, then he knew prior way before that. You know? Both Inugami and Yugari, or no, Yugen, my bad, not Yugari. Yugen thought the founder to be male.
じゃあ強くなったら生き物は絶滅せずに済む。
ま、理論上はそうなるね。
But that is purely theoretical. No matter how strong a species becomes, it likely can't live on Earth the way it is now. I'd already given up on Earth. There was no way it would ever regain its vitality. But the founder had not given up.
そっか、強さか。なるほどね。
The founder collapsed her hands together.
じゃあさ、テコが生き物を強くしてよ。
は？
どんな過酷な環境でも生き抜けるくらい強い命をテコが作り上げれば地球はまた元気になる。うん。
どこがナイスアイディアだ。無茶ぶりも大概にしろ。
不可能の中でこそ輝くのが真の天才だって前にテコが自分で言ってたじゃない。
いくらなんでも限度がある。大規模な研究には莫大な設備投資が必要で。
その辺は大丈夫。私はもうすぐ国家予算をテコの研究につぎ込んであげるよ。
What nonsense! I was too stunned to speak. That guy was too stunned to speak. But I couldn't dismiss it outright. The founder is a woman who always follows through on what she says. Once she declares she's making a country, she will surely create one, and I will secure a vast research budget. That was practically certain.
生命を強くする
Before I realized that, I was seriously considering ways to pull it off. What kind of strength is needed to survive on a dead planet like Earth? Strong muscles, overwhelming physical stamina, high intelligence, cooperation is also necessary. To induce such changes, I need to induce artificial evolution. I can accelerate the speed of evolution with science, then adjust its directionally.
楽しみだな。テコが強くした生き物がもうすぐここを駆け回るんだよ。
The founder walks through the wilderness with a spring in her step.
クマにライオン、それにウサギさんも捨てがたい。あの白い毛並みに頬ずりするの。私は戦闘タイプだから余計に憧れてしまうのかも。血の通った生き物の温かさに。ああ、なんて素敵な世界だろう。
The founder has a vision of the future in her mind. Imagining playing with animals that didn't even exist yet, she was full of joy, like an innocent girl.
寂しい終わりはごめんだよ。私は動物たちと一緒にハッピーな終焉を見たいんだ。だからお願い、テコ。
With that look on her face, it was impossible to
幸せな
refuse.
星にして。
I sighed in
仕方ない
resignation.
同タイプのよしみだ君の願い
ありがとう、テコ。我らに終点橋のご加護あり。
What if the end of the world, right? That whole idea is actually talking about the end of like all these tragedies and like what is currently happening to the world. And once it gets to that end point, it actually makes it where everyone is able to travel around the world. There'll be more environments to actually be like, you know, going everywhere. Animals will just be all over the place and it'll just be like, what? From that day on, my days of struggle began. To reach such distant dreams, one must purge the less important bits. I cut away everything to fulfill the founder's dream. Ethics. Morality. Research partners. And finally, even the founder herself. I had to discard the founder to fulfill her dream. I realized I was putting the cart before the horse, but I couldn't stop. But thanks to that, my research is almost complete. The strongest of creatures that break through extinction periods. The completion of the ultimate life form is near. Shadow's gonna make an appearance? Holy fuck, the ultimate life form. That's pretty funny. Oh, hey. Night Settlement. Let me see. I wonder how long this is actually gonna... Oh, hey. Until the end of the world. I will put quotes over that. It's late past 2 a.m. I'm sitting on the fields of Area 5 looking up at the night sky displayed on the ceiling. First and second magnitude stars shooting stars even. Constellations are replicated. I know they're all fake, but they look like the real thing.
どうすりゃあんなもん作れるんだよ。
No wonder the geniuses make me think of how small I am.
おつきくん、まだ起きていたなりか？
The sleeping Ariel wakes up next to me.
もしかして寝ずの番をして
ああ、レックスがいるとはいえ、ここは
なったら今からワッチが見張りを変わるなり。
いや、いい。どうす
お、不眠症なりか？
眠れないわけじゃねえけど、起きてる方が楽なんだよ。安眠してると後ろめたくひき逃げ犯の分際でのんきに眠ってんじゃねえぞ俺。
I dream about that day every time I close my eyes. Me racing through the alley on the bike, hitting the woman, and I awakened to me running away.
一旦目を覚ましたらどうせ眠れねえからせめて朝まで祈ることにしてんだよ。俺が引いたあの女の冥福を。
There could be no repose for a murder, though. As I say that and laugh, Aaron looks down sadly.
おい、お前まで暗い顔すんなよ。いつか見てに俺のクソさを全力でなじれなじれ。
お月くん、ワッチはお前をとことん誤解。
This route is like visual novel to a T.
誤解？
As in, like, there's no, like, things to do besides, like, you know, just read along the pathways and shit. And then you can, you know, select a path that would be your death or not.
だからあんなひどいこと。ひき逃げの罪で捕まった作業服のお前、この卑怯者。
Oh yeah, you did say that to him.
でも違ったなり。てこと同じ。
なああられ、疑うわけじゃねえんだけどさ、どうもピンとこねえんだよな。
てこは悪役ぶって強がってる夜なんて毎晩うなされているなり。
マジか。あんなすげえ星空作れるような天才でもない。
だからワッチはてこにもうこれそのためなら。
Eric quietly shows his resolve. Seeing that, I think can't help but think of the guys. I think is not supposed to be there, so I can't help but think of the guys. Yeah. There's a lot of typo errors in this one. In this this route, I think I've noticed them more often in this route. Thinking of the guys who went through everything with me.
やってやろうぜ。
I mean, maybe nothing but a speck alone, but together.
やってやるなり。
Ira raises his tiny fist and we swear a pact. We'll get through it together. I don't know where this road leads, but at the end of it, I feel like we can gain redemption. Alright. Alright, 6 a.m. I like that there's a big jump here. Yeah, this was all day too. Like, Jesus. If this does overextend to like a bit, we might call it, but still. I want to at least set up for getting into route, the 4th route. Forgot her name. Day 2 of infiltrating the research lab. We got up early and resumed our pursuit of the heretics. Thanks to Ariel's reinforced sprinklers and anti-smoke system, the fire was finally extinguished. I need to make up for lost time.
これじゃスピードが。
The ground wasn't well drained and is muddy. We've overcome one obstacle only to run into another. Right when we need to catch up too.
遅い。もっとスピードアップしろ。
いや、路面の状況を見てください。
ならもっとレックスのパワーを引き出せばいい話だろ。泥く。
もう無茶ばっかり。いいですね。イオン閣下はお気楽で。
Why are people in power always like this? They really don't know what it's like risking their life.
違う。僕は。
ワッチ。
Ariel looks confused at the sudden order.
せっかく地下に行ったのに、しもべ霊にしがみついてちゃ意味ない。
でもこの状況でワッチにでき。
大いにある。研究所の動物たちは脳にチップが入った生物兵器。半ば機械。
ワッチのコードハックの適用。
ああ、理論上はハック可能だ。救急の裏側にチップがあるから。
でもチップはドクター江崎の発明品なるよ。
ドクター江崎だからどうした？
まさかテコがナンバーワンに決まってる
なら僕の発明品である君だってナンバーワンだ。いや、むしろそれ以上かもしれないね。
ワッチが。
君は僕の予想を超えて成長した高性能ロボットだ。自分の意志で地下にたどり着き、 火事まで止めてのけた君に自分を信じろ、あられ。
Ariel looks way more determined now, and then
おいあられ、無茶すんな、落ちるぞ。
Ariel extends his tentacles and jumps on Rex's head. He extends them further and inserts it into Rex's nostrils. Then Jesus. Immediately, Rex began to change. The muscles bulk up and at a rapid pace.
飛ばすなりよ。二人ともしっかり捕まっているだり。
Unafraid of the mud, Rex bursts forth like a bullet train. Stomp, 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 stomp. Ariel is now in control of Rex. I don't need the power of God to control animals so long as we have Ariel's code
あ
hack.
られのやつ、一人でカッコつけやがって。
This is the happiest I've ever heard Ku sound.
この調子に京都を捕まえることができる。
Going to area 6 into area 7. Locked, god damn it. Alright, what's next? Beat adjustment. Uh-oh. I saw a choice. With Ariel's fusion, the highly evolved organism Rex has become the strongest and fastest biological weapon. Strong, fast, and beautiful. Just watching its majestic form through the monitor sends shivers down my spine. My breathing gets ragged, my heart pounding through my chest. What is this feeling? Watching Ariel's growth makes me happy as if it were my own accomplishment. Even though he's not here, I feel closer to him than ever. I've never felt this way before. When did my mindset change? Oh, it was when he gave me those comforting words.
君を許すよ。
When he gave me those words of forgiveness, it felt like my heart, trapped in guilt, was finally released, letting me see what it was important. Ariel's future, to see someone important like him evolve, I want to see it, I want to witness it. My thought process had changed.
まあ、見とれてばかりいるわけにもいかないけどね。
I take a deep breath to regain my composure and analyze the situation.
間に合うか。
Yeah, we gotta go to 6 to 7, and then 7 to 8, and then 9 is the last area, I think. The heretics are struggling their way through area 8. They could reach area 9 at any moment. Ideally, I'd like Ariel to speed up even more. But demanding too much could lead to a malfunction. If he stumbles and falls into the mud, Rex will never rise again. Do I speed up or do I maintain this pace? Maintains pace. Better to be safe than sorry. If Rex falls and can't run, the world will end at the moment.
怪我にだけは気をつけてくれよ。あられ。
Hopefully that was the right path. Because sometimes it will give you like an indicator. Okay. There you go. Closed. It isn't a bad ending, but you can't proceed with the story. Okay. Meanwhile, someone has fallen into inevitable danger. Go back and choose another path. Oh. Interesting. Wait, hold up. If I do this, let's just get to the choice. Speed it up. Okay, that was right, apparently. See? Sometimes it gives you an indicator. That's right, I decided to trust Ariel. No more worrying. I need to spur him on.
さすがにこれ。
無理。弱気だな。
でもこれ以上スピードを上げたら背中の二人を。
二人を振り落とすのが心配なら、落ちないところに格納すればいいはず。
格納？そんな。
いや、ある。要は。
Okay. Wait, huh? Oh, if you do this one, it'll give you the other ending? What? I'm not sure if that was correct for me. We'll see. I guess whatever. I honestly don't know. I'm like I whatever. Yeah.
あられちゃん、どうして急に止まったの？
おいあられ、急がなくていいのかよ。異教徒はもうエリア8に到着
Rex
してん
suddenly
だろ。
stops. Ariel asks us to get off his back.
二人ともちょっとそこに並んでたって。
We do as Ariel told us and stand side by side. Yep.
あ
And the next moment, Rex's giant mouth is approaching. We are enveloped in an instant and swallowed whole. Okay. Splendid dash. Look at him go.
7到達。そのまま行け。あられ。
I see Rex finally getting to Area 7 on the monitor. Area 7 is filled with giant trees and carnivorous plants. It is littered with obstacles, but such obstacles mean nothing to the current Ariel, as at this speed he will reach Area 8 in no time. That aside,
何ここ暗い。それにぬるっ。おいあられ、何の真似だこりゃ。ここから出せ。
when I
足上がれ。
get connected to Ray and Ku's radios, loud yelling fills my ears. Ray and Ku are stored inside Rex's mouth at the moment, wrapped around his tongue. As long as they have some oxygen, they should be fine. Probably, most likely. Probably.
う
Most
る
likely.
さいぞ2人とも。今あられが走ってるんだ。口の中でおとなしくしていろ。
I cut my communication and return to watching Ariel's magnificent form.
綺麗だ。
The majestic form of Rex fused with Ariel looks like a mythical divine beast. Beautiful and oh so strong. Suddenly my eyes feel hot. The image of the clumsy Ariel from not so long ago flashes in my mind. He's like a parent, like seeing his kid like actually like, you know, grow and develop.
あられがポンコツだったのはやっぱり僕のせいだったみ。
てこなんか
いや、なんでもないよ。
I was the one who underestimated Ariel the most. Even knowing Ariel's potential, I treated him like a child and never gave him a chance to show his true abilities, because I wanted him to stay by my side. Overprotection hinders evolution. As a scientist who leads evolution, I was actually hindering it. What an unfunny joke. Ariel was stuck in an evolutionary dead end because of me. The ones who freed him and spurred his growth are the two, yeah. Were those two. Right then. Manji Fushicho. Oh, that's the minister, yeah. Got a message from Manji Fushicho, a minister of security. Her message is another request for assistance following the one from last night. How polite. Her high level of character shines right through the text. Of course, it goes straight to the ignore pile. The Ministry of Security, which is already in ruins, has the lowest priority. Misallocating resources here could doom the nation. With the heritage activities intensifying all over Shuten, there are two facilities that must be protected at all costs. One is, of course, Ryugu. We must eliminate the heretics before they destroy the thing in the deepest depths. The other high priority facility is the headquarters. If heretics infiltrate that one room at the headquarters, things will get very bad. So there's a room at the headquarters that's like is important, very important. The battle at Ryugu is about to end. It's time to think about what comes next. We need to strengthen our defenses at the headquarters just in case. To do this, excuse me, I'm like trying to
しも
burp.
べれ、大月く聞こえるか。君らに伝えてお
I
きたい
connect
こ
to
と
the
が
two still cupped inside Rex's mouth.
伝えたいことだ。その前に。私、ぬるぬるがダメで。よだれが全身を。
竜宮殿の戦いはあられが異教徒を片付けたら、君らはエリア8の塔壁に埋め込まれているパネルに243664と打ち込む。
243664. Am I gonna remember that? Probably not.
数字を打ち込むと中には脱出用のポットが3艇残っているから、それに乗って研究所の外に出ろ。
脱出した後私たちはどうすれば。
お疲れのところ悪いが、追加で僕を無事に本部ビルまで送り届けてくれ。もちろん追加の報酬も払う。
追加の報酬って。
I'll show you the room that's in there.
僕を本部ビルまで送り届く。大月空、君はそのまま好きなところに向かえ。
クー君が。
クー、そいつは昨日の騒動で死んだじゃない。動物に体を食い荒らされて肉。
いやでもよ。
いや、君はもう十分罪を償った。僕に犯罪者と侮られ、仲間を無残に殺され、それでも異教徒の追跡に尽くした君の貢献は、捨て駒は案外捨てたものじゃない。それをあられがここまで成長したのも君のおかげかもしれないね。
These are my genuine feelings. I could finally admit to my mistakes. I was wrong to dismiss Suki as a mere pawn. It is all a bit weird. Since when did I become so honest?
やったねクー君。これで家族のみん
ああ、まだ信じられねえが。
会えるんだよ。約束通り私のことも連れて行ってね。
With the jubilant voices acting as background music, I continue to watch Ariel's majestic
もっと
form.
早く君に頼ればよ
If
か
I
った
had
な。
believed in Ariel's potential and given him opportunities to grow, I might have had more options available to me. Trying to do everything alone creates impossible situations, and pushing through the impossible leads to wrongdoing. Maybe I was being stubborn.
でもこれからは2人で。
If I can work with this area, we can overcome any difficulty. It's time to graduate from playing the anti-hero. Arrow and I will become the strongest duo in Shuten. We will be the heroes leading the Shuten Order after the founder's death. Together, we will change the world. The best evolution. I was dreaming of such dazzling future when suddenly... The monitor suddenly flashed with a bright light. My vision is completely engulfed by the light. Yeah! As the light came darkness, the intensity blinded me temporarily.
なんだ、何が。
I suppress my impatience and wait for my vision to return, but what I see is...
なんだこれ。
As my vision returns, all I can see is Area 7 up in flames.
まさか今の光は爆弾。
Area 7 was blown away along with the flash, the flames spreading quickly.
あられ、応答しろ。あられ。
I call out desperately, but there's no response. I can't see Ariel on the monitor.
どこだあられ。返事しろ。
Our vacuum switch cameras desperately looking for him, only to find... a battered Rex covered in severe
あられ、
burns.
意識はあるか。
大丈夫。爆破の場所が近かったおかげで逆に衝撃が少なかった。
あられ。
Hearing his voice, I feel relieved. It seems the worst case scenario was avoided.
シモベレーと大月君も無事なるよ。
ああ、うん。いたなそんなやつ。
But that's not important now. Rex's skin is charred with both his front legs missing. Since his back legs are intact, he can still move.
あられ、本体のダメージはどうだ。コアチップの状態は。
Ariel's personality, his humanity, and memory are all concentrated in the core chip in his head. If his core chip breaks, he dies.
コアは大丈夫なり。衝撃は殺せたし。
そうか。よかった。
I can't relax just yet.
急いでエリア6まで退避しろ。そのままそこにいたら熱でコアが溶解するぞ。
The flames continue to grow. They must have doused the Area 7 with flammable chemicals beforehand. What incredible meticalousness.
早くエリア6に戻れ。あられ。
But no matter how much I urge him, he doesn't try to
あ
move.
られ。
てこ、ワッチはこのま。
は？
I can't believe what I'm hearing from him.
何を言って。
でも、もしもワッチがここで退却。
京都に追いつけたって。
意味は残るなり。口も。
平和がどうした？君が死んだら意味がないと言っているんだ。
I yell, trying to stop him, but Ariel just smiles at me softly.
終点鏡のためにいろんなものを
Where's the smile?
してきたのに。
I see the indentation of the circle. I don't know if that you count that as the smile.
自分だけ 例外なんて
Rex starts moving unsteadily, but by his own will, he charges into the flames. His front legs are already gone, yet his steps show no hesitation. He moves even ever forward, steadfast.
あられやけ
オガッチは責任を取らないと
殺したのは僕だ君じゃない
言ったでしょオガッチはずっとエコの代わりに償いを
よせあられやめろ戻って
エコ今までありがとう
戻れあられ戻れ戻れ
No matter how much I shout, Ariel does not turn back. And he disappears into the flames. Just the song starts playing. That's what's actually enticing Ariel to like kind of push through the fires and flames. The song by Dragon Force. I never heard his voice again. Aw, tragic loss for Ariel if he actually dies here. Extreme sacrifice. I assume this is gonna like push forward once we're done with that. Yeah, I'm like, wait, what? No, he's so charred. No, Rex.
なんだよこれ黒焦げじゃねえか
I couldn't make heads or tails of anything. I suddenly got stuffed into Rex's mouth, and when I made it out, Rex, who had safely carried us through, lay dead in the corridor. The remains all charred black, and
あられちゃんあられちゃんはどこ
あられどこだ返事しろ
he should have been attached to Rex's head. He didn't fall off, did he? And then
あられなら死んだよ。
I hear a quiet voice through the headset.
タチの悪い冗談言ってる場合かよイオン所長いいからあら
エリア7で爆発があったんだ。すぐに引き返せば助かったのに、君らをエリア8に届けるために。
I can't believe it. I can't believe Ariel is dead.
なあ所長
いるよ、そこに。
No, he's hardly
もう
recognizable.
原型をとどめていないけど。
Still there. Is Ariel still attached to Rex?
嘘だ俺は信じねえぞ昨日の夜に約束したんだ一緒に
The red flag!
俺はおい出てこいあられ
Who frantically ruffles through the feathers on Rex's head. He seems to believe Ariel's still there. Who suddenly stops?
クーくんどうしたの
来るな
Who warns me to stop?
クーくん
来るなレイさん見た前に
そんな
あられだって見られたくねえはずだ別れの言葉俺が代わりに言っとくから
If even Ku's reacting like this, Ariel's course must be gruesome. I don't know what the right choice would be here. Ayo came to the underground, well aware of the dangers within. We can't just abandon Ariel and move on. I feel like we need to see it so we can get a resolve for Ariel. With determination, I run to the charred Rex then. Not as bad as I would have thought it would have been. Ariel is barely recognizable, his tentacles are completely scorched, and his head is melting from the heat. My adorable Ariel.
もう行こうぜレイさんそれ以上
Ku tugs my hand, urging me to go, but
ええあられちゃんは任せてください必ず
my promise,
ジェットボタンの研究
I promised
室に
Ariel
送
would
り
come
届けます
home.
から
Yet,
レイさん
let's at least take the body. Ah, he's still hot. It's like my palms are in an oven. Rex's skin sticks to Ariel's molten body. I'm going to pull it off.
レイさん離せ手がダメになっちまう
Ku tries to stop me, but I can't give up.
必ず連れて帰るから
I pull Ariel with all my might.
ペコさんのところに
It is my duty to make sure Ariel returns home. This isn't as the founder, but as Rei Shimobe. You put him in the I love that Ray put Ariel in like the hoodie pocket. I finally pull Ariel away from Rex's skin. To prevent hurting my hands anymore, I hold Ariel in my hood.
レイさん、両手を見せろ。やけどが。テコさん、
That must feel like a little bit way too hot on the back, though.
異教徒を倒しましょう。
Ariel has entrusted the future of Ryugu to us. We cannot let his sacrifice go to waste. We will catch these heretics.
オペレーション
断る。
嫌だよ。
やだよ。
テコさん、
嫌だって言ったんだ。あられが
待ってください。それじゃあら。
無駄も何も。あられが死んだ時点で僕の戦いはもう終わりだよ。
Everyone sounds like an empty husk,
ゲームオー
but
バー
Ryugu. But the Shuten order. We give up now.
ご苦労様。君たちももう帰
帰っていいって終点峡谷
234664, right?
滅べばいい。
Okay. With those words, the headset goes silent. I felt myself blacking out. It's like all the lights have gone out. What are we supposed to do without Rex or Ariel? The tactician Teko Eon was our last hope. Only now do I realize how much I was relying on Teko Eon. He may not be trustworthy, but we could resolve anything with Teko Eon's command. Even then, and then, do we stand a chance without him? Now I have to make my own choices. How do I fight against the heretics in Area 8?
レイさんはここで。あられの敵は俺が取る。
待ってクー君敵を取るってどうやって？私たちにはもう
一応銃は持ってんだ。
I have a gun! What?
相手はまだ爆弾を持ってるかも。
そうだな。無謀かもしれねえ。
だったら
でも俺にはどうあられは逃げずに炎の中に突っ込んで俺たちに託した。ここで俺が逃げ出したらたちを裏切ることになる。俺は行く。
With Ku's special ability, gun! Ku runs off to Area 8. He's getting further and further away. There was no hesitation in his steps. What was that part? Whatever. Pitiful. I'm ashamed of myself. Do I really need a weapon? Am I unable to move without guidance? Am I really worthy of being the founder? Leading everyone against the toughest of the opponents. That is the founder's role, to let my subjects take the front line. I chase after Ku. It doesn't matter how I fight or whether or not we win. Just that I don't turn my back. I will go down fighting, not fleeting. Yeah, we get it. Great Ocean. Oh, this is the 8th one? I assumed the last area would be like underground or some shit.
なんだここ。
We made it to Area 8. It was like a beach from a book or something. Sand under our feet and an ocean stretching beyond the horizon.
異教徒が
Ray whispers, voice trembling. True, there's not a person in sight, which means...
異教徒の連中、すでにエリア9にたどり着いたってことかよ。
Look around for a way to get across the shore. There's gotta be a bridge or a boat, something. But the bridge was destroyed. Scraps resembling the wreckage of a boat are floating in the sea.
どうしろってんだよ。
We'll have no choice but to swim. That's going to be torture. We'll need something like a kickboard. Anything that looks like it'll float. Driftwood from the wreck. Or wood from the bridge. There was boat wreckage all over the shore, riddled with holes, garbage, and all of it. Pick wood from the wreck, pick wood from the bridge. What would be sturdier? Bridge? That doesn't sound like a good choice. I have the pieces of the wreckage left on the beach. Ah, I see now. There was a sound like a tidal wave. I spot a giant fish. It's a shark! I can't believe I missed this week. What have you missed? Zero Time Dilemma. Pokemon. Nothing too crazy. With teeth that's, like steaks, it's opened its giant mouth, biting down on me. And right now you're on Shuten order stuff. I'm at a wedding. Oh, the street gang flashes in my mind. Oh, it was cool. I hear Ray's voice. My body gets pushed to the beach. The incoming teeth, the feeling of death. Ray pulls my hand and I dash from the beach. I think it wouldn't matter what choice we did there. Maybe, who knows? I'm gonna go back to the weddinging. Okay. Have fun at the wedding, man. See you next week. I breathe as hard as I can. I get it together and appear back at the beach. Oh, my hair. The fish are gone and the water is calm again. It's as if nothing happened. Or you know what? Maybe the bridge piece was actually better because we got whatever wood that was nearby, like the drift, whatever, the wreckage of the wood, the regular wood, not the bridge. We might have already gone into the water and then we got caught like that. I gasped out of the words. I've seen them in encyclopedias. It was a shark, a great white, the ocean symbol of terror. Jesus, that pitch. My heart feels like it's going to explode just remembering what happened. It might even be scarier than Rex. There's just no beating this thing. But we can't just stay here. Think. There has to be some way across to do this. Ray says so nonchalantly. Train?
いくらレイさんでもさすがにあれと意識通わせんのは無理だろう。
魚でも大丈夫。私にはある特殊な力があってね。詳しくは言えないけど。
動物を
Sounds ridiculous, but Ray easily managed to control Rex.
私の力でサメを操り、背びれを掴んで背中に乗れば。
なら俺も一緒に乗せてくれよ。レックスの時みたいに二人。
さすがにサメに二人乗りは厳しいんじゃないかな。乗れたとしても。
なら俺は泳いでサメについていく。
ダメだよそんな。海は広い。
なら俺はどうすりゃ。
クー君は先に地上。
は？レイさん。
テコさんが言ってたでしょ。このエリアには脱出ポットがあるって。
レイさん、俺をお荷物扱い。
違うよ。そうじゃなくて。
イオン所長の。
最後に話した時。テコさんは明らかに尋常な様子じゃなかったから。
That's true. He's been radio silent ever since Ariel's death. He's definitely desperate. He might even kill himself out of guilt in game. The doctrine forbids suicide in game, but who knows what that director Eon will do? Ow. Do I stay here to be dead weight, or should I check on director Eon? Head back to the surface.
わかったよ。俺は先に地上に戻る。だけどレイさん、無茶だけ。
大丈夫。私は必ず生きて地上に戻る。二人で
Red flag!
家族に会いに行くって。
Then I pulled myself away from him and we went separate ways. I head to the east area, area 8, and enter the number director Eon gave me in the panel on the wall to find. There are 3 capsule-like pods in the hidden room. I'm kind of worried if this tiny thing can actually take me to the surface, but I don't have time to doubt. I opened the pod and climbed in. Smooth transition. The instant I got in, my vision floods white. What the hell is this? No matter how hard I try, I can't move. I can't even speak.
無茶ばかりするからよ。
Voice sounds from somewhere.
あなたが無事でよかったわ。
This
一
voice.
時はどうなるかと思っ
I
たけど。
can't remember.
あとはゆっくり眠りなさい。
Sleep, you can't be
これ以
serious.
上
I have so much to
危
do.
ない目に遭う必要
To
はない
do.
わ。
What was it again? What was I? No, wait. Who am I? My name. I'm. What? That was a bad end. Didn't survive, but without his help, Rashimobi can't proceed any further. Continue. Okay. What? Alright, we'll skip most of this. Oh, see? The choice of the wood didn't matter. I just noticed the two pathings. Yeah, it would have been dead end if we went the other way.
テコさんは明らかに尋常なよ。
ダメよ。帰りなさい。
The
この
voice
ま
echoes in
ま
my
ここに
head.
残ってもあなたにできることなんていいから帰るの。あなたの冒険はもう終わり。これ
うっせえ、俺は逃げね
Whose voice is that? That was too close. I was about to make the same mistake. Huh? Same mistake as before.
え。なあレイさん、本当にサメを操ることができるって。
いや、そんな急には。
I stare at Ray, going up to him. I won't let him lie to me. That's
動
when.
物を操る力があるのは本当。でもこの力。
So he wasn't really
操る
lying.
相手の
He just
姿が
wanted
見
me
え
to
ない
get
と
to safety.
そんなこったろうと思ったぜ。
He's too nice. I'm not even mad now, but we don't have time to argue. I like that he still goes by he, him. Like Ku is just going by he, him, but knows that Ray is a woman. But he's just like, I don't care. I'll just. If Ray doesn't tell me, then it's whatever. So in order to use your power, we need to get it to break the surface. Whatever it is, how am I going to get it out? If you want to track a fish,
やっぱ釣りだよな。
it's not like we need a rod or a reel. It's not like we need a rod and reel though. We just need to break the surface. Bait. What would what would work on a shark? Me or just then?
生き餌の回収お疲れ様。
That's right. We have bait. Tekoyan approved live bait, but if I do this, I'll never get to see my family again.
クー君、どうしたの？なんか様子がおか。
こんな時まで俺の心配かよ、レイさん。
Let out a little chuckle. It's so anticlimactic that it actually strengthened my resolve. I really wanted to see them again, my family, but that's enough of the past. It's about the now, and now Ray's here. If I can protect him, then
レイさん、ありがとう。
え？
あの時、こうやって抱きしめてもらったことが過去にもあるような気がして安心したぜ。俺は誰かに抱きしめてもらえるようなやつなんだって。それにレ恐竜に二人乗りして大地を駆け回ったのなんて。
there's another typo. We must be the only people.
エリア5のホタル、綺麗だったな。魂が震えたぜ。あんな綺麗なもん、他には。
There's still so much I want to say to him. The world will end by the time I've gotten it all out. There's just one last thing. Oh, interesting. Pass my last words to my family. Pass my last words to Professor Izaki. Why is a Zaki a thing here?
レイさん、もしも俺の家族に会ったら伝えチカを元気に走り回っ。
クー君、急に何を言ってるの？
そうだ、ついでにイオンしょ。あの博士、最初はとんだクズ野郎だと思ってたけど、じっくり話せばそんなに悪いやつじゃなかったぜ。
He suffered from his sins too. My hatred for him vanished the second I realized that. Being able to build a whole underground world, but in some ways they're the same as us. You'll get it if you talk to them. You can overcome hatred and reach an understanding.
僕に犯罪者と侮られ
Sniper monkey.
仲間の
Ugh,
無残に
god 殺され
damn
な
it
がら
itそれ
Why
で
can I ban him from my
異教徒
phone?
の追跡に尽くした君の貢献は十分
Band
に恩赦に値
invasion.
するものだ
Restricted. No, I meant to read that. Shit. You still pursued heretics. You're contributing. Okay. Hearing those words from him made me feel so happy. He recognized me, a criminal. Thanks to him, I can die a man. Look at me, Ariel. I won't run. You ran right into the flames without backing down. How could I run away? This time, I'm not running. This time, I'll protect him. I'm still wondering who was the voice in that moment. Protect Ray's future. That's... Oh, no way. I didn't think it would go into the water.
俺の償いクーク
That is part of the fucking line. Oh, damn. Oh, interesting. Both paths would lead to this. If you did word for my family or word for Dr. Izaki. That's interesting. Okay. First and last. Who suddenly jumps into the sea, taunting the sharks. I realize that what Ku wants could it be? He's using himself as shark bait. An anonymous fin emerges. It's the shark. It's after Ku. Ku isn't listening to me. Then... The shark... Oh, okay. The shark reappears. Well, okay. It opens a huge... It opens its huge mouth, the sharp teeth moving ever so close to Ku. Yet still, Ku stood still. I quickly went into a prayer pose. Please, God, let that shark... The shark is going to eat Ku. Please grant me the power to train. I close my eyes and pray for Ku's safety. I promise that we would return to his family on the street. I will save him. I open my eyes hoping for the best. The shark's mouth is closed. It stays perfectly still and... Ku is smiling proudly and laughing. I really thought he was done for. Phew, I swear that it took 3 years off my life, despite only having 2 days to live. Ku smiles at me as if to say sorry. Is he sincere, though? Once Ku comes back, the two of us can ride the shark across the sea and fight those heretics at the deepest area. I can't take the shark all the way there. However, I'll have to train another animal. We've come this far, the rest is up to fate. I'm going to keep this momentum and then... Oh yeah, he got bit. I noticed the water surface is a strange color. First I thought I was seeing things. Is it just a light? No, it's definitely red. Only the surface around Ku is sea. The rest is red. Okay, I was like, what? No, Ku! Ku was swept up by an offshore whirlpool. Like a tree leaf, he is powerless. A single hand reaches above the surface like if it's waving. Soon the hand too is out of sight, as if no one was ever there. Yeah. Ku had a lot of like red flags that were just being lifted left and right, and I was like, oh yeah, like he's definitely gonna die at the end of this. Near the end. Of course. Oh! Okay. Return 0. What does that mean? The surface light grew dimmer as I sank into the dark, dark deep. I guess I couldn't atone. A criminal saving the world, there's no way. How could I ever Sorry, I was burping. How could I ever dream that up? Failing to atone, I can only be headed for hell. It's supposed to be eternal torture or something. It's a fitting end for a criminal. Not afraid to go to hell, I deserve to suffer, but it's not about me.
姉さん無事でいてくれ
I can't protect him to the end. That's my one regret. I can't even go calmly to hell without knowing he's safe.
なんとかこの世にとどまることは
There's a few hours I just needed to see what he gets that he gets out safely. I'm fine with dying, just let me be by him. If spirits or souls do exist, no matter what I have to suffer through, I want to be by him.
いいえ。あなたの物語はここでおしまい。
I want to know whose voice is this. I hear a voice come from somewhere, darkness overtakes my
ずい
sight.
ぶん暴れ回ってくれたわね。あなたの意志の強さには驚く。でも、もういいの。あなたは十分頑張ったから。
Enough. No, not yet. I haven't helped Ray yet.
いいえ。これ以上さまよう必要はないわ。帰りなさい。真っ白な世界に。
I hear something crack. Now my vision is bleached white. Enveloped in gentle light, me, who am I? I don't know anything. I don't know. But this place is full of joy. Oh, it's like a dream. No, I am the dream. I know they're androids. I got that process. Oh. Ku Otsuki's story is over. Proceed with Ration and Mobisori. Oh. We're still like wondering what he's on right now. Wow, that was the end for Ku as well. Was just very tragic. Oh shit. Crossing the sea on the shark, I see the entrance to the cave of the shore. Area 9 is up ahead, the deepest part of Ryugu. The heretics are on the other side. We need to defeat them to save the world, to save everyone. This is what they'd have wanted. We were supposed to fight together. Rex was incinerated. Ariel dissolved. Tekoyan gave up. And Ku... gone. He's sleeping with the fishes. Alright, well you didn't need to word it like that. My heart pains when I recall Ku's final memories, or moments. I just wanted him to go home to his family on the streets. We even made a pinky promise. See, that right there was the red flag. The hugest one of all. I promise we can't keep. I saved the world without Ku. What's even the point? Hear voices and look up. Oh, it's you, dweebs.
レイ、君の頑張りはずっと見ていた。
神の手助けがあったとはいえ生き残ったのはレイメルさんミコトルさん
The sadness I was holding back now wells up, tear after tear, one after another. The next I can't stop.
レイ、悲しみは君は異教徒を打ち滅ぼし。
レイちゃんがここで折れたら世界が滅んでその悲いいの友達が生きた証がなくなっても
Minu's words snap me out of it. Jesus, I'm having a moment. If I quit here, Ku's death will be in vain. I will have to carry out Ku's wishes, save the world. My final message. All right, and tell Ku's family. Tell them how hard he fought.
そうですね。前に進まないと。
I am the founder, after all. I must save Shuten.
教祖らしい顔記憶より先に教祖の実
涙を拭いたら出発するわよ。いざ迷宮の最深部へ。
More motivated than ever, we stepped into the cave. Alright, into the area 9. We're on the final area. A long, dark downhill slope, and finally, we reached the deepest part of the labyrinth. Mother
こ
brain.
れは
We finally arrived at Area 9. The place is like an aquarium. There's a giant glass wall separating us from the water. Floating inside is...
もうこんな
This is the treasure Shuten.
大きな
This is the treasure of Shuten. This is the thing the heretics are trying to destroy.
そうだ。二人とも気をつけてください。先にここにと。
何を言っているんだレイ異教徒
そこ
They're right there. Deaded. Oh shit. On the ground, a mound of corpses lay, the heretics, and the final boss.
これ
It's a bull.
いや牛
Some sort of primate lies spread eagle on the ground. Well, I wouldn't say spread eagle like that. Looks to be a gorilla, yet the head is a bull.
メラってやつかしら。それも
Chimeras.
ゴリラと牛のハーフハーフね。
ダンジョンの最深部に半人半おそらく神話の怪物ミノタウルス
Yeah,
を模しているん
the
だな
minotaurs.
ミノタウロス。
察するにこのキメラは秘宝を守る最後異教徒たちと激しい戦闘を
最後は相打ちの友倒れってこと？やったじゃないレイ。
あい
Did I do it?
異教徒は全滅したってこと？終わった。
Just like that.
しかし醜悪だな
姫は割とこういうのもいける口よ。内臓とかナマコ的なグロの美を感じるわ。
Despite my state, the angels admire the secret treasure floating in the tank.
この脳本当に何なの？
At the very least, I want to know what this is. The thing we've been fighting for. For what? Ku and Ariel.
そいつは生体コンピューターヤタだ。
Yada. Oh, hey, man. I turn around and see one of the heretics waking up. One of them survived.
動かないで。
ま、そう警戒すんな。
The heretic smiles. Despite the uneasiness, I felt a little hostility.
あんただろ。その執念に敬意を文字通りの出血大サービスってやつだ。
I don't want to talk to these guys, but this is my only chance. About the Pure Land.
どうして清潔の大地はあなたたちは一
Who are you
体
people?
俺たちは清潔じゃねえもんが、それと絶滅するべき時に死なねえ命、つまり終天教だ。
絶滅に抗うことはあなたたちにとっては
ああ、絶滅期には
生きたいと願ってる。
悪いとは言ってねえけど、竜宮こそが汚れた命の噴出口だ。ここさえ落とせば滅ぼせるはずだったんだけどな。
The heretic's voice grew quieter. I don't want to talk to these. Okay.
あなたたちはどうしてこの脳を壊そうとしたんです？
決まってんだろ。
だってどう見ても脳
That's a brain!
今風に言うとトップダウンヤタは終天教に迫る。
絶滅を。
なあ、おかしいと思わなかったか。全部このしかもよ、かつてこいつは
他人の
このヤタはよ、てめえを維持するためにこの国定期的に誰かが命を捧げてあげねえとこいつは動かなくなっちまうんだ。
A sacrifice.
それにしてもこれもかつて続
That's
けら
what,
れていた
Mikotaro
生
said
贄の
earlier.
おかげというわけか
How hard? So what Mikotada said was true.
今はそうじゃねえらしいが、恐ろしいね。
今はそうじゃない。
よくは知らねえが、もうできるなら最初からそう作るってんだ。
But still, Yata, a computer that ran using a life sacrificed to it, how sinister. To be expected of the order, I guess. Anyway, this country isn't right. At least the sacrifices are no longer being performed.
分かっただろ。この国はそういったたくさんの犠牲のもとで無数の死体の山の上にあぐらをかいているだけ。
They wanted to destroy the Shuten order, the source of filth. The only way to, was to destroy Yata, the shield of Shuten. Oh, so being targeted by these guys is why
テコ
Teko.
さんはヤタを守る地中深くにヤタを埋め
He
て
buried Yata deep within the
敵の手
enemy
が届か
up
ないように
and put a Minotaur in the area too.
だが守るだけじゃねえ。あいつはヤタの演算能力を拝借して、イオンテコは穴蔵でヤタを守り、ヤタは己を守るイオンテコに演
Let
算
him
能
say
力
the
を
line.
提供する。
Tekoyan protects Yata in the cave. Yata provides Tekoyan computing power.
共生関係ってやつだな。
A symbiotic relationship. Tekoyan has been using Yata's computing power for research into evolution. In his own words, the ultimate goal is to
僕が動物たちを進化させるのは進化の行き着く果てにある。
清潔じゃねえ命を全部なのによ。あの牛顔のキメラ野郎、俺たちの最後の爆弾を
Oh.
腹に抱えて処理しやがった。おかげで悲願がパーだぜ、パー。
The heretic spewed blood and resentment at the Chimera's
そ
corpse.
っか君が守ってくれたんだね。
He took the bombs for us. Our noble gatekeeper stopped Yata from being destroyed. Rex, Ariel, Ku, and this gatekeeper. They all protected the Shuten order with their lives, all for their unworthy founder. The dead won't ever return, but at the very least, I want to bless these heroes.
ありがとう。君たちのおかげで終点橋は守られた。
I thank them from the bottom of my
あ
heart.
りがとう。私たちを守ってくれて。
You know, I don't know if I've ever said this, but Ray's fucking like sweater, right, or hoodie, for some reason it looks like it's supposed to be England's flag to me, and I'm just like, I guess this entire time was just England's flag on the fucking sweater.
いや、守りきれてないぜ。
え？
確かにヤタを振っちゃんと破滅のキーはぶっ刺しといたからな。
破滅のキ
And
ー。
then,
それって
forced shutdown. Red letters appeared on the glass.
これは強制シャットダウンか。
シャットダウン？
Why is all of this suddenly I noticed it? Huh. There's a strange key-like object in the bottom of the
それ
tank.
がキーだ。パンドラは開かれた。お待ちかねの
絶熱。
Oh, he's gone.
清潔じゃねえ命は。お前らはこの星のウイルスだ。死んじまえ。
You Shuten false prophets. Good laugh. That man who needed to pay rent. Naruto gives one last crazy laugh before coughing on his own blood and going still. That wicked smile stuck to me. You can see a smile on him? He is certain of our destruction.
なんかカウントダウンが。
これはシャットダウンまでの残り時間か。
The remaining time came up on the display. Not even a minute
ニ
remained.
コトルさん、もしもヤタがこのまま止まったら、
おそらくその異教徒の言うと
そんな。
After getting so far, all for nothing.
諦めるなレイ。 停止を。
でもどうすれば
The power of God!
何とかするの。早く早く。
Alright. I have to do something, but what? 30 seconds. The seconds are ticking by. Pull out the key, hit the glass. Pull out the key.
これを引き抜けば。
The key is the source of the forced shutdown. If I remove this, the countdown should stop, but the countdown doesn't stop.
今さら引き抜いてもダメだ。すでに強制停止プログラムはヤタのない。
姉ちゃん、こうなったら水槽を叩くのよ。斜め45度の角度でぶったたけば止まるかも。
ブラウン管じゃないんだぞ。
諦めるよりマシでしょ。
Yes, that's right. It is better than giving up. I curl my hands into a fist and swing them at the tank. That shit's like reinforced glass, bro. That's just bulletproof. I keep hitting the tank, my hands start to ache, but that isn't stopping me. But no matter how much I wish, the countdown is merciless. The angels too stare at the tank with a blank expression. We're all out of options. Did we really forget about the power of God right now? I'm so frustrated. I feel like crying. What sort of founder am I? So helpless. I wish I could apologize to Ku and Ariel for my incompetence right at the very end.
終わりだなんて。
終わってなんていないなり。
You're alive! He was just on forced shutdown mode. Hold up. I want to see this chart. Okay, dead end if we did the glass. Oh, but there's another pathing here. Revival. Before that. I'm gonna be constantly saving when it hits this screen. Just cause I'm like, oh man, like I really need to see what's going on. It all started with the request from the founder. And we're close to the ending.
寂しい終
Let's
わり
just
は
kind
ご
of
めん
push
だ
it.
よ。私は動物たちと一緒にハッピーな終焉を見たいんだ。だからお願い、テコ。
To fill the earth with life again, to fill the founder's wish, I evolved the
幸せな星に
animals.
して。
Stronger, stronger, stronger. Stronger, stronger, stronger. The research was challenging. Even with my intellect and Yada's computing power, the research did not progress. I like that Yada's is mentioned now. Progress easily. I became worn out. Wanted to give up many times. I even almost threw it all away on occasion. But each time I envisioned an ideal future. Oh, I think it's on sleep. Filled with life, plants and animals. An ideal land celebrating prosperity. Achieving this future eventually became my own dream. Oh, how I wanted to show Ariel the arrival of the new world, but that future will never come because Ariel is dead. Death is the end of change. Once life stops moving, it decays. Yes, life that stops moving is all...
君までゴミになってどうするんだ。あられ。
わっちゅうゴミ呼ばわりとは何事なりか。
I hear a voice I shouldn't be hearing. It can't be. That's impossible. He should already be dead. This must be another hallucination. I can't get my hopes up. Ariel can't still be alive. Calming myself down, I look at the monitor and find... Ariel's avatar is alive and well on the screen.
悪情なテコにお説教するため、ワッチがルーターになって最深部とその部屋を突きからヤタの停止。
ヤタの停止。
Not quite understanding, I checked the monitor for Area 9.
なんだ。一体どういう状況。
Looks like Ariel is attempting to code hack into Yada. I look at Yada's tank to see a forced shutdown screen.
あられ。しもべれ。
異教徒はエリア9で全滅していましたが、死ぬ前に変なキーを刺されたんです。
これはスードゥ。
スードゥ。
バカでもわかるように説明すると、このキーの内部には PC のキーボード。
つまりヤタの中ですご。
ああ、その理解でおおむね間違っていない。
Situation is clear. It was in a fierce code hacking battle with a pseudo device.
シャットダウンまで残り1秒か。
In this state, it doesn't look like we can avoid
ヤタの
this.
停止はもう避けようもないな。
そんなせっかくカウントを
てこ何か手はないなりか。
落ち着け。シャットダウンするならヤタの中に再起動コードの入力画面があるはずだ。それを僕のメイン PC に送れるか。
了解だり。なんとかやってみるなりよ。
I sit on my main computer and wait for Ariel to send me the feed, only to find password.
なんだこれは。
The input code screen is not what I expected, just a simple input bar with space for 10 characters. Looks like there's something like a hint, but
なんだこれ。ただのクイズじゃないか。
there's only one chance to get it right.
死後まで僕に無茶ぶりするのか。
I complained to the severed head, but of course I got no response. Wish I could just crack this head open and get an answer. Maybe I don't even need to crack the head open. If only she was here.
江崎が生きてさえいれば脳から教祖のデータを吸い出すことができるのに。
She was a specialist in brain science with an intact head. She could reinforce all the data within. But Izaki died in prison long ago. I reported her and had her expelled from Yugu.
あいつを死に追いやったせいで。
This must be karma coming back around. That prodigy must be laughing at her in her grave. I'm such an idiot. But I can't give up just because Izaki isn't here. My only option left is...
しもべ、アルファベット10文字の言葉を何か思いつかないか。
Shimobe. His true identity is still unknown, but it's certain he was very close to the founder. If so, he might just know what the rebuild code is for Yada.
そんな急に言われても。
深く考える必要はない。思いつくまま言ってみてくれ。ヤタが止まってもいいのか。
だから無理ですって。だから英単語なんてわかるはずがないですよ。
Can't remember, huh? In other words.
なら、もしも君が記憶を取り戻せば。
その可能性はありますが。
僕にも一応脳科学の江崎には遠く及ばないが、聖者の記憶をサルベージするくらいなら、あるいは。
There's no time to hesitate. This is our only option.
しもべ、
Our chance.
今すぐエリア8の脱出ポット君が僕の研究室に着き次第、記憶の復活措置を試みる。
はい。
あられはなんとかヤタを持たせてくれ。僕が再起動コードを見つけるまでは。
了解だり。いつでも世界を守り抜いてみせるだり。
頼んだぞ、二人とも。
After giving my instructions, I cut the line. Right, I have to get things ready for Ray's memory restoration procedure before he gets here. I head to the back room where the equipment was stashed. They're all from Mizaki's lab from when she was arrested. I thought I might make use of them for my research, but to think they'd actually be used as they were intended. I start them up and all appear to be operable. I pull out the manual and perform the setup as it's shown. Hurry, hurry. This is our only hope. It's all I've got left. Ding! Suddenly I get a notification on my computer.
誰だこんな時に。
Some my preparations to look at the screen. I gasp in shock. What is written there shakes me to my core. Close. Closing is a bad ending, but you can't proceed with the story. To avoid the ending, Ray needs to know about the existence of a certain person. The character who knows them well is... Question mark, what?
それじゃああられちゃん、私は地上に戻る。
あっちなら大丈夫だからお前が記憶。
絶対に思い出してみせるからね。や
I leave
再起動コードを。
I leave Ariel and run back to Area 8 as fast as I can.
ミコトルさん、ヒメルさん、二人ともいたら返事をしてください。
I tried calling out
出
to
ますよ。
I tried calling out to them, but the angels don't appear. I thought they did, but they then disappeared. Once they disappear, I don't No, when they'll reappear. I'm annoyed at their inconsistency.
出てこないなら私だけ先に地上に帰っちゃいますからね。
After saying this, I put the unlock key into the panel on the east wall of the Area 8. Then... Seems like we are getting up to the ending of this, so I will fucking get to the ending. One of the pods is missing. There was 3. Inside the satellite room, there are 2 vehicles which looked like medicine capsules lined up. I opened the lid and entered the pod. I sound like startup beep. I was like, what? The pod starts moving by itself. It jumps into the Area 8 thingy, whatever. Interesting. Why is there a version B in this? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I feel seasick. I step out of the escape pod. I'm now at the lake surrounded by the fire forest. I managed to reach shore, but
竜宮はどっちだろう。
遅い。いつまで姫を待たせる気？
大幅なタイムロスだ。まさか脱出にこれほど。
ヒメルさん、ニコトルさん、探したんですよ。2人ともどうやって地上に？
そんなことはどうでもいいから急
they
げ。
did.
さあ、竜宮まで走るわよ。
はい。
Without being told anything, we started running. They did. They avoided the topic. Straight away. I forced my exhausted body to run through the forest. Pure land has been wiped out. Now if I can remember the reboot code for Yada, it'll be our victory.
ミコトルさん、本当に
可能性はひどく低いが。
I'm surprised they're not against it. As I thought, I probably won't get my memories back before coming back to life.
諦めるわけには。こんな形で終点峡谷が滅ぶなど、神は決してお許しにならない。
True, things are looking bleak, but we can't give up. We just have to trust in the blessing of God and Teko Eon's brain sim runs. It runs? Whatever. Oh. We're like all the way to the east. Or, yeah, east. Ryugu.
急げ。イオンテコの研究室は最上階だ。
Did we see people? Was it evacuated? Dive into the entrance of Ryugu and run up to the spatial staircase.
もう少しだよ。
Our battle, which pushed us deeper and deeper underground, is now on the surface. Finally, at the end, blah 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 blah.
遅くなりました。
Without knocking, I jumped right into the lab, only to find... Oh, he's in his thing. An unexpected scene. Someone who appears to be Tekoyan is asleep in bed. He's wearing what appears to be a helmet.
ちょっとテコさん、こんな時に眠ってる場合じゃないですよ。
I tried to shake Tekoyan awake, yet he stays asleep.
私の記憶を復活させてくれるんでしょ。あなたが来いって言うからここまで。
A sharp sound echoes through the air, and the next moment, I feel a terrible pain in my chest. The strength drains from my body. I can't stand up anymore. Feel myself blacking out. What is in my fading consciousness? I look frantically around, trying to see what happened. Then, it came up, a masked girl.
イオンテコと共に世界を救うのは私。 あなたではないわ。
I assume that's Dr. Izaki. That is the last thing I hear as the darkness swallows me up. I can't hear any more. Bad end. The void is ending. Rei needs to know about the existence of a certain person. The character who knows them well is...
寂しい終わりはごめんだよ。
Let's get this out the
私は
way.
動物たちと一緒にハッピーな終演。いや、異教徒はエリア。
あ、そのやつお
More conversation of this. The password.
僕が君あら頼んだぞ。二人とも。誰だこんな時に。
Gasp and shock. What is written there shakes me to my core. Is this bad to the thing? Oh yeah, so fucking... Hold up. To avoid the ending, Rei needs to know about the existence of a certain... Oh! Are we talking about this ending? Okay. This is making more sense now. Skip this. I was like, I think it might be this part, because they both lead to the ending. Just skip everything. Pass my last words to Professor Izaki. Ah.
もしもこの先大月区は元気に
江崎博士、その人はもう死んでるはずじゃ。
Oh yeah, I forgot that's what the world
江
thinks.
崎博士は生きてるぜ。
生きてる。
死を偽装したんだよ。その方が何かと動きや。
じゃあデコさんは黙っ。
ああ、江崎博士も天才だからな。天才。俺が竜宮に働きに来たのはさ、元はイオン所長の横っ面ひっぱたいて言ってやる。意地張ってね。早くダチを迎えに行きやがれってな。
But it was just a dream for a grunt like me to walk with Director Eon. I never got the chance.
江崎博士はずっとイオン所長が迎えに来るのを監獄で待ってんだよ。
拗ねてる？
天才なんて案外そんなもんなんじゃねえの？
Being able to build a whole underground world, but it's in some ways they're the same as us. You'll get it if you talk to them. You can overcome hatred and reach the understanding.
僕に犯罪者と侮られ、仲間を無残に殺されながら、それでも異教徒の追跡に尽くした君の貢献は十分恩赦に値するものだ。
Thanks to him, I can die a man. Okay, look at me, Ariel. I won't run. Okay, now this is just back to the previous conversations. Okay, now we know the... There you go. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, huh, something's off about this. Like, why are they telling me to, like, do this? Okay.
なんだこれは。
なん
だこれ。江崎が生きてさ、僕があいつを死に追いやっ。
ドクター江崎は生きてます。
There you go. I could hardly believe it. Izaki is alive.
何を言ってるんだ、しもべ。
違うんです。本当に生きているんです。監獄でクー君がそれを教えてくれたんです。
死ぬ直前。じゃあ大月君は。
クー君はエリア8で。
Ray speaks with a trembling voice about Ku's last moments, so Otsuki is dead. He was a convict in a jumpsuit but loyal and sincere to Ray. Someone with a strong sense of honor like Ku wouldn't lie in his final moments. I know what I need to
僕
do.
は今から監獄に向かう。そして江崎を連れ出して竜宮に戻る。
I have to face my past sins. I must sincerely apologize to Izaki and somehow secure her
あれは
cooperation.
僕が監獄から帰ってくるまでなんとかヤタを持たせてくれ。
任されたなり。
しもべれ、君はエリア8の脱出江崎との打ち合わせに
はい。でもデコさんが。
邪魔じゃない。むしろ助かる。
え？
しもべれ、もしも僕と江崎の会話が沈黙が降りないように。
Ah,
つまり 久々に会う友達と気まずい感じになるのが嫌だか。
僕と江崎は友達ではないが、その理解でおおむね間違っていない。
わかりました。微力。
何がおかしい？
いえ、ペコさんって案外シャイなんだなーって。
違う。僕は無駄な会話が嫌いなだけだ。定座。
はいはい、そういうことにしておきます。
用が済んだら覚えてろ。
そっちこそ用が済んだら忘れないでくださいね。
取り調べのことか。いいぞ、今さら隠す。
ありがとうございます。じゃあそれを楽しみに。
ああ、せいぜい死ぬんじゃ。
ペコさんもドクター江崎と仲直りできることを祈っています。
End the call and quickly get ready to leave. Now it's my turn to go on an adventure, just like Ariel, to reclaim what I lost in the past. I rush out of the lab, heading for the prison. How far is the prison? Okay, that makes sense. So, what would this conversation be here?
それじゃああられちゃん、
それより
I'm just trying to see everything here.
治療をうっすら覚
Oh!
えているなりよ。お前に助けてもらった時のことを。
Both your hands are seriously burned. Still remember when you saved me.
これくらい平気だよ。ほら、普通に動くし。あいた。
No, not just my hands. I'm going numb all over. If I'm not careful, I could lose
お前
consciousness.
たちは本当に
Wonder if Ariel remembers. Ku boldly confronted the shark, a scene of sinking into the sea.
大月くんはもう地上に戻ることはできないけど、拳と拳をぶつけ合って。だからしもべれ、お前は大月くんの思いも
必ず連れて行くよ。
Force my badly burnt hand into a fist and we do a
あら
fist
れ
bump.
ちゃんの思いも。
In that moment, I feel a strange power welling up inside me. I'm sure we can save the world. I am certain of that. Red flag!
必ずいい知らせを持ち帰るから期待して待ってて。
Why wave a red flag?
フレー、しもべれ、事件が全部終わったらパーリーをするだりよ。
It's like fucking he knows that he's making this whole thing a red flag. Like, alright, fuck you. Not him, the creator of Shuten. I always forget his name. Kodaka? I don't remember. I honestly don't. I always forget. With the arrow cheering me on, I ran to the surface. I run through Area 9 straight to Area 8.
ミコトルさん、ヒメルさん、二人ともいたら返事をしてください。ここを出ますよ。
Interesting! This puts in the word no, but the other route didn't!
出てこないなら私だけ先に地上に帰っちゃいますからね。
Just go, just go. Alright. Just skip this like part right here. Because there's no like new information. No, you're locked. Yeah, we're like going a lot between them. Sorry, I was like cleaning my nose. Alright. Tab, save. Like I said, every opportunity, I'll do it. Because, again, I don't know if there's an achievement for this where it's a get all ending. So, therefore, I'll just do a whole thing by myself where I get all the achievements. My trustworthy machine roars like a lion. Ignoring the danger, I turned on the boost, going through the forest at top speed. Where's the prison? I'm heading to Shuten's largest prison in the end. A place where major criminals who commit heinous crimes end up. Ring and the prison aren't all that too far apart. If I push my machine, I can get there in about an hour.
少しでも早く
Even 1 minute, 1 second faster.
江
And
崎を連れ出さないと
what time is it right now? 6:55. Okay. To overcome this crisis, I need Dr. Izaki's help. Rare genius, the greatest neuroscientist in history. A former wing of Ryugu that I once clipped myself.
死んだふりよくも僕を騙したな
And to give her a piece of my mind, with that thought, I revved my engine to the
あいつ
max.
らもこうやって地下を駆け抜けていたのかな
A sudden thought came to my mind. The image of Ray controlling Rex flashed through my mind. It was only a few hours ago, but it felt strangely nostalgic. But I never thought I'd be the one running around outside. I let my thoughts wander, and then that's kind of cool.
何年ぶりだここに来るのは
The prison looks crazy. I made it to the end. Officially, it's said to be under the Ministry of Security. However, in reality, it's mostly an independent facility. They've been in conflict with the Ministry of Security for years.
警備省は犯罪者を捕まえるだけでしょう。そのどちらが終点橋の平和により貢献しているかは明らかなはず。
Or that's what the warden says, at least. Their argument isn't without merit. The peace of the Shuten order is maintained precisely because the prison strictly manages these heinous crimes. But,
まさか
or criminals.
僕をたばか
Heinous
るとはね
criminals. Someone's making coffee. I smell that shit. I'll make them pay for faking Izaki's death. I shouted as soon as I entered the warden's office.
科学省の幹部様が直々にいらっしゃるとは強烈。
ご託はいい家から早く江崎を僕
江崎
ああいいよそういうのはいいから江崎を
はて何か勘違いをさ
では江崎はあくまで死んでいると
奴はれっきとした死人です。こちらに死亡報告
The warden desperately tries to cover up Izaki's existence. He produces a death certificate and an autopsy report, stubbornly clinging to his lies. The audacity to present falsified records to me, how bold. If that's what you're going with.
簡素だよ僕の特製のドローンでデータ
なんと野蛮な
蛮行違うなこれは科学だよ
I can use my superior technology to expose the truth. That's the true essence of science.
何もやましいことがないのなら君の PC から吸い出したこのデータを不死鳥卍の端末に
Mentioning the Ministry of Security's top dog makes the warden's face pale instantly. Known as the Queen of Heretic Hunters, she won't stop once she's set her sights. She disregards political power but dynamics, hunting down heretics and anyone suspected of being involved in the ends of the earth for execution.
しかしもし君このドローンを君にプレゼントしてやってもいい
Hearing this, the warden gives up in sighs.
わかりました。面会室でお待ちください。
The visitation room is divided by reinforced glass. Dr. Izaki is not yet on the other side. Apparently, Izaki was out and would soon return to the prison.
囚人が外出だって
How absurd. Despite being a prisoner, Dr. Izaki seems to obtain freedom akin to the normal person. It's not great to be kept waiting in an urgent situation, but there is no use in rushing. If Izaki turns stubborn, that's the end. 1 minute, 2 minutes, time passes slowly but quickly. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. As my impatience reaches its peak... Hey, Izaki. A long-haired, slender girl enters the room. Despite being a prisoner, she walks in with dignity of a noble. She shows no remorse despite making me wait so long. I face her across the glass.
ドクター江崎いや江崎セレン
フェーズ5イオンテコとの再会 思ったより遅かったわね。
He doesn't seem surprised at all despite my sudden appearance. Darin Izaki, commonly known as Dr. Izaki, a genius neuroscientist and my former research partner. Until a few years ago, she served as a deputy director of Ryugu. She went to prison after I reported her. I was informed she had died in the prison, but she looks perfectly healthy.
担当直入に言う。江崎、今すぐ竜宮に来てくれ。
嫌よ。
どうしても君の力がいる。今この国は存亡の危機に陥っているんだ。
嫌よ。
This is what it means to be stonewalled.
君のことだ。すでに状況は理解しているんだろう。
教祖様の死については聞き及んでいるわ。私の技術で何らかのデータを
How did you find that
教
out?
祖様の脳から引き出したいのでしょう。
天才は健在のようだね。
No need for explanation with Izaki. She can deduce the truth from the smallest crumbs of
あなたがこ
information.
こに来るということは、ヤタに脳から取り出したいのは、
そこまで分かっているなら速やかに協力してくれ。ヤタが止まれば。
協力は無理よ。だって私は
そう来ると思ったよ。
Izaki's actions are governed by a strict principle of zero debt. If she owes someone, she repays that debt. If someone owes her, she collects. No exceptions.
もしも協力してくれるなら、君の恩赦を警備省に掛け合うことを約束する。
却下。約束手形は交渉材料にはなり得ないわ。
頼む。なんなら恩赦の誓約書を書いてもいい。警備省と法務省から印をもらって正式な法的効力を持たせるから。
仮にここにアルミニウムがあるとするわね。
Okay. Izaki begins to sudden
アルミニウ
analogy.
ムさん、アルミニウムさん。後であなたに水酸化ナトリウムをプレゼントしますから、そう約束すれば、アルミニウムは溶け出すのかしら。
A silly analogy, but the point is clear. If I want to change her stance, I need to offer something concrete or not promises. To dissolve the mysteries, to dissolve the mysterious metal that is Serene Izaki, she wouldn't need money. I think it's information.
情報が欲しくないか。僕の最初
私の研究分野に
なら金をやろう。僕の全財産。
お金なら有り余って。
Yeah, see? No matter... Okay, so the information didn't matter, but she already had money. Damn, I can't figure out what she wants. What must I offer for her to cooperate? I don't know. I hardly know anything about Izaki. We were research partners, but not very close. Think. What does Serene Izaki desire? How can I break through? It felt like I was praying. Me, who hasn't an ounce of faith, was desperate for some revelation to get out of this predicament. What should I do? Founder, tell me, please. Blessed by the Shuten order. Ah, okay. You're fucking kidding. You can now start Serene Izaki's story. Find out about her past and discover information to convince her. Wow, okay. Alright. Honestly, I want to say this is going to be a long portion, so we'll save it for next week. So let's do it right here. Didn't think we'll get Izaki here, to be honest. That's crazy. I thought it was just going to be a conversation between them. And then Ray will come up eventually. Alright, but I am going to call it here. Ooh, excuse me. Schedule for next week. Thursday, Zero Time Dilemma, Zero Escape. Friday, more Pokemon, Shiny Gold Sigma. We're going to continue that. Saturday, more Shoots in Order. It might be an early stream, depending if I sleep early enough to be, you know, waking up early. Early stream again. If I don't do a stream on Saturday, it'll be pushed to Sunday. Actually, we'll see. I'll give an update on Thursday. But, yeah. I have to see the process of what this week is going to entail. But so far, Thursday, Friday, Saturday are still going on. Just Saturday is going to be a way earlier stream. So that way we can get some things out the way. Other than that, though, I'm going to call it here. Next week, we should be able to finish this route alone. Like, straight up. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Talk to you guys next week. Anyone on Twitch, lurking, vibing, chilling by, dropping by. Hope you guys enjoyed some Shoots in Order. YouTube, if you watch all the way to the end of this, I hope you enjoyed this part, especially if you went all the way to the end of the VOD. But I'm gonna call it here, and I'll see you guys next week for some more Shoots in Order. Bye. Jene.